Well deserved, good sir. Oh, shoot.
Aboard the TSAF Grant near Kaesong Station. And in addition, this has apparently been spreading quite wide in terms of news. The hegemony have been making diplomatic contacts to query how we're handling this rumored infectious outbreak. And the reply has been simply that internally the USFP are organizing resources to further investigate it.
Alright. Intelligence from across the rest of the area. Pirates are still abound in the area, trying to break that quarantine. They're just trying to cause us issues. Although that's settled down recently with the incursion that the neutralizing the pirates within the Cronus system that we managed to do recently. Did we have a report? Some other reports about where we're going to be stationed this shift. Something about moving.
Yes, because the TSN garrison of Forward Command in Cerberus and their associated local defence forces are now reporting to Commodore Collier and have volunteered to enter the quarantine zone in order to re-establish order aboard the stations and in local traffic control, and provide humanitarian relief as this is spreading and not showing signs of responding well to treatment. It does mean that there's a temporary shortage of crews on the Forward Command lines in Cerberus, and so 4LD are temporarily based at Forward Command until reinforcements are moved in from elsewhere.
All right. From Commodore Collier as well, he was reporting that the system governor is still at large and wanted for questioning.
That's correct.
The governor had fled, I believe, during the beginning of the outbreak, and has not been seen since.
Yep, she's been out of. No one's been able to find her since the outbreak was initially reported. It's not understood well whether she fled or has been kidnapped or what.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. I believe do we have a fleet news broadcast for this shift?
We do.
Oh, so that will be coming up later this shift. We're going to be running on the new more secure command codes. Those will be communicated to ship captains as soon as they are set and ready to go. I'm going to be on command and control for this first simulation. Hopefully we can try out the new sensor systems. It depends if techs manage to get them up today. If not, we'll just be running something to work on our coordination as a division. And then after that, Captain Fish, you'll be operating command and control for our mission.
Yes, sir.
Alright, we'll have the briefing when we get to that. Duty officer, how many did we have on shift again?
We have 15.
15. Let's run 3 vessels, 2 of 5 and 1 of 4. The Sabre, Viper, and Lancer.
Aye, sir. All officers assigned to Sabre, Viper, and Lancer report to your ships. All others report for assignment. Remain for assignment.
What is my ship? Liver?
User left your channel.
Clearly not. Chop liver is fucking amazing.
We only have 3 people. It's a light attendance for us.
That is a light attendance for you.
It's still more than any of the other ships that are currently being commissioned, though.
Is it?
Sabre has 2, Viper has 2, Lancer has 1.
Lancer has
Cloud
2.
said two.
I'm assigned to Lancer.
Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I have to be a dick. It's in my job description.
Yeah, I guess we should go down there then.
Apologies, I've just gone deaf.
Nope.
Yui, come back up to the briefing room. Horizon's not in duty.
I say that the ship of the Horizon just does a violent takeover of Sabre. There we go.
Well, you just called it. Everyone from Horizon, go to Sabre.
Copy.
Over of the Horizon crew of the Sabre. We are taking command of this vessel.
Mr. Ogun, you will report to the airlock at this moment. Thank you.
I mean, the DO told us, gave
now
us
that you're here,
permission.
would you be willing, after the shift, to administer an exam on my behalf?
I won't be able to, I'm sorry.
Okay, I thought
That said, if you can ping me during the week, I'd be happy to do it.
All right, I'll see if I can ping you during the week. Does Jamel still do this stuff?
Nope. It's me and Aramond.
Very good, thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, I am under similar time constraints, I fully understand.
Sorry to bother
Lieutenant
you.
Commander Naima, would you be my XO?
I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
Sorry for bothering you, Mundi. Yeah, I was just having fun.
It's okay.
And if memory serves, you prefer Naima on decaf for your EXO, right?
Working out how to operate engineering.
Lieutenant Commander Naima, I can go wherever you wish for me to go.
What's your secondary?
My secondary is comms,
Cool.
but I can run any station.
If I could have you on weapons and Yui on engineering.
That's a good call, in my opinion.
Yes, we were just talking with the senior officers. There seems to be a temporary shortage of engineering officers, or at least officers who admit to having engineering as their primary console at the moment. And there's at least 2 ships that need a permanent engineer.
Well, maybe we shouldn't keep promoting engineers to the captaincy.
Yes, that was one of the things I kept thinking about.
That's weird though, just because I feel like engineering is so far off from the captain position.
And yet,
Thanks for
That's what they want you to think.
See, engineering is the only place that really gives you enough experience handling the heat before you go into command.
before you go into the kitchen, yeah.
Do we have the...
Command codes, yeah, I will just enter them.
They're right here. I got them.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
I hope Yui wasn't streaming that.
Viper, the
Oh,
Full
he
Flight
totally
Division
is.
vessel is ready to commence operations.
It's already in the chat.
Yes, the chat is being streamed. You gotta put them in Discord if you want them to not be streamed.
All right, if all officers could sound off when ready.
Weapons is standing by.
Oh dear God, I'm engineering. Engineering is ready to heat things up. How many times will I realize?
Naima, can I make a request for the sim?
Yeah.
Can I helm for the first simulation?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. I did it for the first sim or two last week before I completely passed out. And I need a hell of a lot more experience on it.
Then this sounds like the perfect time for it. Especially since I think the captain said that she wanted a decaffeinated executive officer. Helm
The
gives me
amount,
jitters.
the amount of caffeine in the Exo's blood is
Lord Flight,
entirely
this is
the
Lancer, we're ready
Exo's
to go.
personal business. I would never dream of interfering.
I was thinking more about
I'm a medium latte in, and I'm about to crack open a mini can of Diet Coke. So, yeehaw!
how forward or reserved you wanted me to be. And Muga, are you ready?
Oh yes, sorry. Helm is ready.
Okay, and SciComm is ready. The ship is yours, Captain.
Thank you.
Or am I getting you
I refuse
confused
to
with
apologize.
Vaj? Because now I think I'm getting you confused with Vaj.
Are we the flagship again?
No,
No.
Lancer is flagship.
Oh, good. Okay, because last time I was the flagship, and that made being helm a lot easier.
Get good.
Because basically, whatever I did, people would just copy me, so I didn't really have to do much. It was kind of fun though, making weird turns just to watch everyone else follow me.
Lancer
By the way,
does
I
not
will
appear to be a Lancer. Or, rather, Lancer looks like a Lancer rather than an Artemis. And we're in Ares.
Captain, be advised that I might
There
probably
was
gonna
a
be stepping
discussion on channel commanders. Apparently, as a simulation, all ship types are currently available.
Does that mean that we can be a jump drive?
Loki!
I think that might be frowned upon.
But sims are for drilling. And let me tell you, this outfit doesn't know how to run a jump drive.
That is true. I don't know how to run a jump drive. I've only
We can
been
fix
on a
that.
jump
No,
drive
fix
ship
that.
in about 3 times.
We can definitely fix that.
I'm interested as how a jump drive ship would work with the combines of the TSN, but I would love to try it, see how it works out.
Oh, did Horizon not get to sim as a jump drive last week?
I don't know. I wasn't here last week.
I passed out early again last week, so I don't know.
Okay.
By the way,
Okay.
Captain, I am gonna have to leave shift early because I'm
I
going to a
understand.
wedding that I kind of
Thank
don't
you.
want to go to. So
Thank you.
I was invited to a wedding, but was told that I wasn't allowed to be there for the ceremony. and I feel like that's kind of a slap to the face. So we'll see.
So, Captain to our ship, simulation is set to begin. You have 3 deep space stations. You're currently located in Crescenda Sector 4. You are to defend those deep space stations against incoming attacks. This simulation is focused on coordination of multiple TSN assets to neutralize the threats. Can all command officers ensure that their communications are routed through command and control deck? These will be monitored as part of this exercise.
Okay, I'll conduct some comms checks to verify that. Saber, this is TSN Viper. Do you read? And does the command deck read?
Captain?
Apparently my whispers are still clear. That's because I keep forgetting to reset them.
TSN
at the
Saber,
end of
there's
the
no
shift.
confirmation from your end.
Can somebody tell me about the beam arcs on this ship? Because they look weird. Also, permission to dock at that station?
Do you remember the discussion about the Ares?
Okay, Saber, can you check your broadcast reaches CIC as well?
Excuse me one moment. Can you send someone down to Viper since Matsian's taking fleet command, please?
We need a volunteer to go down to Viper because
I'll
Captain
do that.
Matson is taking fleet command.
I can do that. Oh, it's already been done. We lost our XO.
All right, so we need someone to do SciComm. Is that going to be you, Lieutenant Commander Mundy?
I can do that, yes.
Very good. Ensign Agum, for my sanity, would you update your
All
uniform?
ships, prepare for imminent arrival of enemy forces.
Sorry, what was that?
Your uniform.
Oh, yeah.
Muchas
Sensor set.
gracias, señor. Took
So we need
delivery
to wait.
of an EMP in the tube.
Thank you.
Do we have to wait for Fleet Commander to tell us to do things, or can we do things?
I would rather wait for Fleet Command to tell us to do things, but I am currently scanning Echo 1-5. Since that's
Lancer, this is
successful.
Viper. Please engage Echo 1-5.
Was that us?
Saber
No,
with
that
us,
was
please.
Viper.
We'll engage the fleet in Charlie 5.
We're following Viper, engaging in Charlie 5.
I will wait for them to take the lead. I think.
I know you'll wait. I think they just...
081.
Guess what?
I'm clear to go at warp 2, right?
Keep formation with Viper. They're going to start with an Omega 3. We're in support.
We'll commence with an Omega 3 launched by Viper and then go for Charlie.
And close in with beams as soon as the nuke is hit.
Saber, can you deal with the fighters?
Let's take the fighters.
Do we have mines in the tube?
Let's load a mine and drop it on the fighters. Let's lure them, stay away from Viper and keep the fighters on us.
the tubes, please.
One mine is loaded, another one is loading.
Slow down a little and let the fighters catch up with us, and so that we can drop the mine on them.
Omega 3 out.
Some
Mines
of
are
them are
loaded.
on Viper.
Tell me when.
That's on Helm.
Is it? Am I okay?
You're fine. You
Position.
need to tell me when you want me to drop a mine.
Okay. God, it's laggy. They just bingoed out. Nope.
Not the rest of them.
The problem is that I want to get to that crew behind us. I don't know how to get there.
Viper, can you have your comms officer take control of ISS vessels, please, for station defense?
Just turn and engage with beams on this one.
Actually, oh yeah. Sorry.
Aft shields running hot.
Right.
High turn, please. Thank you.
Okay, Saber, let's fleet formation Sigma, please. And if you would take the lead, that's Echo runs one after the other.
Right. Load. Do we have the mine loaded? We have
2 mines
Signa. Lead on Signa. So high energy turn. Get through past the ship and drop the mine as soon as we're in appropriate position.
Are we ready?
Echo 1, yes.
Ready to go? Go.
All right, let's do this. Drop.
Follow Saber.
I only heard
Mines
one.
deployed. Mines have been deployed.
I heard both deploy.
Yeah, high
Mines are
velocity
loading.
turn, please.
Mines are loading.
Watch
Drone,
that. Drone.
Ready for another run.
See what we can clean up with Charlie, please.
Clean up with beams and then prepare. We've got the other mine for the hotel group coming in, right?
Saber, please keep these guys busy. We're redeploying to defense stations.
Right.
7, please.
Delta 3.
Sorry, I'm very new to
Good
Helm.
work,
You're gonna have to
Lancer.
give
Thank
me,
you.
a little more description than that. I'm sorry.
Head back towards Charlie Group.
Okay.
Engage with beams. Our primary target is Torgoth Goliath, Charlie 40.
Omega 3.
Okay.
They have front
turn,
shields
please.
at 8. Bearing is 054.
We're going to
Beams and shields peak. Fore and aft.
Okay.
in Delta 3, and then follow up with the
God.
Echo 2 on
Charlie
the
3,
in
2.
Delta 2.
Rear shields are at 0.
Forward shields holding at 30%. Correction, 15%.
Position
Forward
us.
shields are about to drop. Standing down and cooling.
Mr. Para,
Deploy as soon
it's
as you
been a
get
long
good
time.
Yes, it is.
Would you like to take science and comms from me, please, so that I can pay attention to actually being in command? That would be wonderful.
I need command codes, please.
Command codes. Let me copy and paste them.
Let's make it
for you.
Delta 3,
Right,
6.
thank you, Yui. They're on the Saber channel.
Am I doing this right, or should I?
There's not a lot we can do while those
Do we
fighters are
have
out
the-
unless we kill the fighters.
What do we have in the tubes?
Oh, we should.
We have
lower
a
shield.
shot and a mine.
Right. They seem to be nicely grouped in. Go through and drop the mine when we are in the correct position.
Yeah, left.
On Helm's call.
All right. Oh. All right. How are front shields doing? Let's do this.
Make it happen.
Drop.
All right, mine is dropped.
Ooh. Yeah, it was a little late, but I think
Almost.
that worked.
Almost.
Dum.
Slightly on the late side. Okay, now let's get back in there and close in with beams.
Thank you, engineer. By the way, you're doing a great job.
Take those drones.
Aye.
Thank you, Lancer.
Our main target, Charlie 3-2, has no rear shields. Let's get P-Shock or 2 accused ready for the zero shield.
I have one P-Shock and one mine.
Right. Charlie 3-2 has no rear shields.
Charlie 3-2 is targeted. We just need
Charlie
to get a
4-0 has no... Oh no, they've rebuilt their front shields, damn.
I just realized
I keep shooting drones.
Right.
We're in a bunch of
Charlie
boomers.
4-0, no front shields, but P-Shock on Charlie 4-0.
sorry, I just blew past it. We're low on energy. Should we return back for a
Convert to,
restock?
please.
Two are converted.
Turn. Thank you.
Fighter coming in, and 2 drones. Get rid of this fighter.
He's an echo for Victor 6-9.
Did someone say, do we have another mine in the tubes?
We have a mine and a P-Shock. So if you want to do a mine run, go right ahead.
Authorize the mine run.
Alright, let's do this.
Ready.
Moving forward. Let's take care of these 2
Front
drones.
shields.
Max out front shields. Let's do this.
Do it.
Why are my keys not working?
You're in
Oh,
reverse.
in reverse. Sorry.
Are you in reverse?
Go. Drop.
Mine is out.
Okay, we have a whole new group. Bravo group. Let's... What's our energy status engineering?
7%. We have 7
Convert
reserve.
2.
more
Convert 2,
converters.
and let's make refueling at DS47, and I mean fast. DS47 is bearing 196 10K.
They know we're ready to dock.
Thank you.
Oh, what the hell? Sorry, high turn.
Hitting the dock button does not automatically kick you out of warp.
No, I dropped out of warp. I'm getting
We've
weird
got
lag.
drones coming in, less chatting, more docking. How's our energy?
Take us out, please.
We are now recovering. Peeking forward shield.
Doc, grab drones, please.
I cannot.
And I'll dock back up.
Okay, let's have EMP and nuke in the tubes.
What did we have in the way
and
of audience this time?
Undock bearing is 028. We've got the fleet
boost
coming
tubes?
in at 031. So they're at 7K. Let's go.
All right, let's
I
move
don't
over
want
to
them near the
090.
station.
Let's drag them more
So
towards
let's go
DS47.
past them.
I don't really want to get them onto that station, but I want to position ourselves to be
Fire
able
the
to help
center of the
Sober.
fleet.
The ordnance is still loading.
Okay, let's group
Beam
them.
something? No? Okay.
I've just lost my captain screen.
EMP and nuke are loaded.
Okay. Weapons target the center of the fleet and fire when ready.
Aye.
A good
Circling
target
back
would
around.
be Beta 94.
I got the one next to it.
Load 2 mines.
Aye.
I'm gonna go to the try to cut through and get as many of them as we can in here.
Saber, we're going.
Carlos, if you can taunt a few and drag them away from the station.
High turn.
Saber, this is Viper. Permission to enter your space. We'd like to join up for a joint echo runs.
And be advised, we're
You're
about to
welcome,
run them.
Viper.
Captain, which one do you want me to taunt?
Whichever looks most appealing.
Permission to do a mine run?
Permission granted. Make it fast. Viper is going to do the same thing from her direction. Go.
Weapons on my call. Drop. Drop.
Done. Viper, you're clear.
Was that a little better this time, Captain?
Much better.
Saber, cover the station, please.
Okay.
Let's go
I'm
and defend the
getting used to
station.
the-
There are several drones going there. Bearing is 260. Range
I
is
got it.
okay. Okay.
Beams.
Everything is burning out.
All right.
We have 2 mines in the tubes.
Yes.
If you want to echo run the fleet to the west.
Let's do that. So bearing 0.
High turn, please.
Where are we?
I'm going to go. Both fleets
Bearing
are up to Viper.
275.
changed
Oh, Viper
targets.
is heading for that fleet. So let's go back towards the fleet one north.
Keep a scan at 2.
Okay.
Bearing 030. Let's drop a mine on these Torgoths before they get anywhere close to the station.
In and out as quickly
Okay.
as you can, please.
Weapons
D's and Delta.
on my call. Drop. That's a shitty one, but we might get something. Sorry, that was really shitty. Let's try to group them up, maybe.
Group them up. Comms, see if you can drag them towards us onto the
So,
mine.
prepare
I
to
turn.
Yes, like
Yeah.
that.
090.
And Delta 3.
Okay.
B66 is
Undock,
a never
take
surrender.
take these drones out, please.
B70 has no front shield if we still have a P-Shock loaded.
We just got one loaded. I just fired it.
Excellent.
Drone.
Delta 1, please, on Kilo 92.
Bravo 01 has no front
Let's keep
shields.
them.
There is a P-Shock being loaded.
Drone.
It might get here in time.
We burned out a primary beam node, beams at 87%.
Let's get it. Go evasive, but
Good work,
not
Lancer.
towards the station.
What was that?
Bearing 200. Never drag an enemy ship towards the station.
Oh, yeah.
Let's stick together.
Yeah, I was trying not to. I was trying to blow past.
Drones.
Can I get a high turn, please?
Be advised, we have 1
As
mine
many
left.
drones as we
in the
can to
tube.
help
Let's
save
go
them.
and get that carapaction coil I see in bearing 095, range 5K. Watch out, Viper is about to do an echo run.
Forward shields are down.
Wait,
Oh. I
Viper's
think we
doing
got.
a mine run.
1 mine ready for mine run.
Wait, because
Okay, ready?
Turning around for a
let's
for
clear
a.
them up. In fact, let's go for
Right, let's get the
Kilo
Omega 3
Fleet.
loaded.
Kilo
And
Fleet
got
bearing
it.
is
And
270,
Kilo
14K. Watch the drones on the way.
Yep. Drones.
So we can clear this up. Looks like the front group might be.
You can only shoot 1 at a time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blow past the
There
rest.
is, yes.
Yeah.
Ready when you are.
Can I get 2 conversions, please?
You can clear off.
Convert to.
Ready when you are.
Weapons on my call.
Make it
Yep,
so.
yep.
Drop.
We only had 1. I dropped it the first time you said it.
That's good.
Yeah, there was only 1 drop call.
Then I must have gotten an echo.
Saber, fleet formation Charlie, let's clear the chaff away from the command ship.
Right.
My,
This is Viper formation,
my-
Charlie. So formation with Viper on beams, clear out
My
the
client just
remaining
disconnected.
ships.
You're without a weapons officer.
Oops.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, we do have a weapons officer back again.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my vocal.
the
I
back-
just
auxiliary
I
just
mean,
crashed as
I'm
well.
getting it.
drones.
Drones.
Large number of mines on
Weapons
the,
officer
Drones.
back again.
Forward shields are down.
Yeah.
Weapons
Go
officer
evasive
just-
until we have a weapons officer back.
Saber,
If we don't have a weapons officer, can we dock?
use your mine supplies
Dock at bearing.
to assist Lancer.
Dock on station DS96. Bearing is 255.
Delta
3
3.
kilo. 3K.
All right, weapons is back.
Thank you. Let's dock, refuel,
That's fine.
reload.
Can we get
Let's see if we can get all our consoles working again.
Yeah, I just realized that my vocal tick might sound like drop, so I'll be more careful on the push the talk button. We're docked. Energy is green.
Ordnance is full.
Good.
Shields
Let's
are recovered.
return to Fleet India. Bearing is 180. I ought to be on the captain's side. That
Saber,
would be
please go and help Lancer Group.
You
don't need no help.
We've
I
just
think you
been
meant
ordered
080.
to go and help Lancer. So let's
Good to know,
return.
Lancer.
Bearing
Directions
is
290.
I've got a secondary screen. I'm good.
I have a P-shock and a mine.
Saber, be careful if Lancer's fixed bayonet.
He said fixed bayonet.
now,
That's what he said.
I'll load the P-Shock for now. Oh no, they did launch a
Do we want to do a mine run?
do a mine run. If we have
Echo
a
one
mine
ready.
loaded, then
Echo
let's
one
go.
ready.
Let's go. On
Lancer
your-
Sable,
on
we're
your
giving
call.
these fighters the runaround. If you could soften up the carriers, when the fighters go bingo, we'll get rid of them afterwards. And then we can deal with everything else once
Weapons
that's done.
ready for a mine. Ready
Yes.
for mine run?
Yes.
Mine run on your call, Helm.
and again
Okay, let's go.
is that what you were thinking about?
Load.
Shit, drop. Sorry, that was a really. I had a bad vector. I'm sorry.
Load nuke. And
I
target the center of the fleet and fire the nuke.
request power to tubes.
You're
Keep
exactly
us
right.
away
Move
from the
perpendicular to the
incoming
line of those
fighters,
ships so that
but
they
in
will bubble
range
their
of
chase.
the nuke.
Nuke is loaded.
So
Fire when ready.
Firing.
That looks better.
Nobody wants to surrender today.
We have a mine
Are
and
they
a P-shock.
stubborn?
Captain, do we want to double mine?
Yeah. So
A double
the
echo run?
alternative is give up the serpentine, get enough distance to come hard
If
about
somebody
and take
can
the
warn
drones.
Lancer, my whispers are not working.
I can warn Lancer.
Thank you.
If someone could,
So
if I can get
prepare-
Lancer,
an,
this is Saber. We're
Prepare an
planning
echo to.
an Sigma here.
Request power to tubes.
Copy that. Proceed.
Thank
Maximum
you.
forward.
Lancer is getting clear. Proceed with the Echo 2 as
Mines
soon
are
as you're
loaded.
ready. On
Mines
your
are
call,
loaded.
Helm. Go.
let's take care of these drones first. Drones. There's a lot of them.
They're on
Doing
Lancer.
what I can.
All right, good.
Oh,
All
Ready
right,
when you are.
let's do this.
Peak shields.
Drop. Drop.
Mines are out.
There's so many ships. I honestly can't tell whether I did
Oh, you
anything
did.
or not.
You did.
Hard about. Let's take the.
Let's
We have one mine
find
remaining.
that
Like
drone
bishops.
cruiser and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Loading a nuke specifically for the drones.
Yes, that would be
Is that
lovely.
air tools?
As soon
But
as
you'll need
you're
to
ready,
identify it
please.
for me. Which one is it?
Right, Arvonian carrier, I just had
I've
it.
disconnected.
Science, can you find it?
Jasmine 1-3.
Searching.
It's also an Arvonian command ship.
Oh, Arvonian command is Juliet 96.
No, please take tactical control. I've lost access.
Target Juliet 96. Let's see what we can get rid of.
What do I have targeted? I can't tell.
Juliet
Your
96
current lock is an Arvonian carrier.
Okay, go for the target. Go for the carrier. Go. Fire.
All right. Nuke is out.
All right. See, let's see. See if the command ship is close enough to
Arvonian carrier
get
destroyed.
Lash. Drones on us.
All right, mine and P-Shock loaded.
We have a Togoth Leviathan, Alpha 97, 0 rear shields, give them a P-Shock. Alpha 97.
P-Shock is out.
Took way too long to give that information.
Did you say we had a mine, or we had a
We do have one mine.
It's in the tubes.
It is.
Mine run past the command ship then. Go.
All right, on my call. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Drop.
Too late. No, too late.
Oh, well, we got all the fighters.
Okay.
Okay, no.
How's the command ship doing though?
Yeah, we got all the fighters.
The command ship did take some forward splash. Targets forward shields 324. But we did have a science person again.
Good. We have a science person.
Should we dock with DS-121 for ammunitions?
What do we have in current?
We're doing a Sigma run, Saber.
We have a bunch of P-Shocks.
We have P-Shocks.
Let them have all the P-Shocks and then go and dock. Let's not waste
Actually, let's throw the torpedoes out there too. It's going to deal more
Saber,
damage.
we had a misfire there. You've got Tango. Could you draw the enemy over our misfired mine, please?
Yeah, we can do that.
Wow.
Pull them straight
Yeah,
past
We
the
can
mine.
hit the mine ourselves.
Slow down.
Call them Mayday. We are at warp
Oh,
0. Warp 0.
Oh shit. I'm
Down,
sorry.
Helm. That's worthy of
So we'd have to fly.
Saber to all ships, Mayday, Mayday. Our warp is disabled.
So let's have power to weapons and shields and
Problem
just
is, this is
fight
right.
our way out of
Station,
this
out
while
forward.
engineering tries to fix our warp.
Or Impulse or something.
Or something,
It's
yes.
not going to happen
Do
for
we
a
have a
long
nuke?
time.
Well, we died.
I'm sorry.
I think. Oh no, we disconnected. No, we died. Okay. That flying helm was worthy of me, and I can't think of any harsher criticism.
I'm very sorry. Again, this is like this. I haven't done helm in a while. I literally flew too close to the sun.
I know. But this is why I don't fly anything. Because I
Bearing is 29.
Captain, would you like me to take helm next round?
I was only planning on
What's
doing
our
helm for
status?
literally
This is
just
the
the sim. Yeah,
this
it
is
was just
a
a
sim,
plastic.
so
plastic.
it's okay. If we're going to really
Yeah.
die, we'll have a proper helmsman.
Then let's dock.
If we're gonna properly die, we'll have a real helmsman. I like it.
So, Ensign, you're buying all the drinks for all Saber's crew when we're next in the bar. Fleet captain on the bridge. I'm
Xavier's
sorry,
here
sir, we
wondering what you did to
virtually-
his ship.
We virtually destroyed your
Yeah,
ship,
in
sir,
fact,
and I
well,
wasn't
I
even
think
flying.
we've got enough time now.
What happened?
Ensign, would
We'll
you
go
like
back
to
3 years
describe
ago.
what happened?
One, please.
I flew too close to the sun, and the sun being a mine. Although I guess technically it was a misfired mine from another ship, so could kind of sort of blame them, but it was totally my fault.
I saw your.
To pull the enemies over that misfired mine. But,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, did the saber? Did the saber hit it?
It was Yes,
I think
it
we
was.
have.
It was Lance's mine, and
Right, but
we
let's
hit the
try and get
mine
a
while we
closer
were
hit
trying
rather
to
than,
pull
proximity.
the enemies
Right.
So that means
towards
pulling
the
away.
mine.
Because
So
I saw you maneuver for it,
that's right.
and then
Weapons officer.
I saw the mine disappear, and I thought a fighter had hit it.
Yeah, I
No,
think the
we-
fighter hit it and
So
we got
one-
caught in the blast.
We
That's what I
got
saw.
caught. That
Go
could
ahead,
be
Hannah.
more accurate. But anyway, Ensignagoom is going to buy all the drinks for everyone at the in the bar.
Right. Well, if you jump on the captain's map, you'll be able on say the Viper, you'll be able to see what's happening.
So
Right.
what
Thank
distance
you.
do we need to be at?
The Lancer has mines, doesn't it?
They have one.
If they've already used it.
And they... Oh, is this still ongoing?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, they used it. Theirs was the one we hit.
And they've not restocked, is what I mean, I suppose. Viper and the Lancer have just got 2 Krellians and an Avoni command ship to go.
Good work, Lancer. We're on our way.
I'll be back in just a
Lancer,
minute.
permission to enter your space.
Right.
Formation Charlie.
Jeez, the fighters are still out there.
Those fighter swallows from the command ships are deadly.
And Viper is out of the fight.
Lancer, we have mines we can donate to them.
There we go.
Lancer, we're going to practice a mine drop on Juliet 96 and then we'll follow up with Charlie.
Good hit with 2 mines. Shouldn't need a follow-up. Single mine.
His front shields are very low, Lancer.
There we go.
Simulation complete. 4th Light Division, stand down. Debrief and stand down to the galley.
I saw.
I'll say, what else is there to debrief? Didn't we have that right after we died?
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Cooperation between
Some nice flying.
helm and weapons
No
needs
issues
a
on
little bit more
weapons targeting.
care.
Good opportunity to practice precision placement of mines.
Weapons and engineering, again,
Thank you very much for the tactical input.
call
Donna.
for the tubes and say when things
Science,
are loading and
sorry,
when
I
things
tend
are
to
loaded so
step
that
on people's
engineering
toes
can
when I'm in command.
switch
But if
power to
you're
other
on
systems
science,
if
I actually
necessary.
like
But
to have
other
people
than
correlate.
that,
I set
I
the
mean,
destination.
it was a huge
I'd like
help,
to call
Mr.
that
Parent,
the,
when you turned
ranging
up,
bearing
and
or heading and bearing.
I
Sorry,
didn't have
heading.
to look
Can't
at the screens
understand
at one
either
point.
of
I only
them.
had two screens.
And also give a bit more
So that was cool.
tactical information.
I
on
will
target
see
status.
you. I will go and to the command and control deck to see what the fleet captain has to say.
Engineering.
Wish me luck.
Couple of
Buy some
times
drinks.
I heard requests
off you go to
for
the galley.
power to
Can you translate? Because I got none of that.
She said that you and I, as engineering and weapons, should communicate more.
Okay, fair point.
Well, that was what I picked up on. I was listening for stuff about weapons, so.
Rip Saber.
More like Saber ripped in half.
Yeah.
Okay, I misdropped the mine, but you guys didn't have to deal with it by flying into it.
This is true.
I just flew too close to the sun. What can I say?
Well, the other bit is that we got too close, but it was also set off by a fighter, which we got the splash, and that did us in.
Oh, really? That makes you feel a lot better about it, actually.
I don't think we were close enough to set it off ourselves. It was the errant fighter that set it off that then got us.
Well, out of anyone, it would be Helm and Weapons that would be best able to make that call.
I don't know about you, Yui, but I was getting a bit of rubber banding on my console as weapons officer. Things seemed a little jerky.
Can
confirm from
yeah.
the Lancer side too.
A little jerky is an understatement. It was like watching a slideshow in a lot of cases for me, especially earlier on. All right, I'll be back in 5.
Oops, I left these on.
Yeah, and I think Fish was having a bit of problem with Helm on Lancer too.
Wonder if we can request that CIC upgrade our cloud instance. Use the communications portion thereof, as in the network speed.
Hello, Dio.
Hello.
I cannot, unfortunately, I cannot finish the shift. I kind of need to leave immediately.
That's all right. We'll make do without you.
Take
Very
care.
good.
You'll be
See
missed.
you next week.
See ya.
User disconnected from your channel.
So what happened on Saber?
It went boom.
Saber ate shit.
Lancer dropped a mine. It was a miss. They asked us to lure the enemies into it. We complied, and there's some fuzziness about whether we hit the mine or the fighter on our tail hit the mine, but either way we were too close, and the back half of Saber disappeared.
Saber nearly ran into one of our Omega-3s as well.
Well, that's the Saber for you. Always on the edge.
It's not a duty shift unless Saber blows up.
Womp womp.
I thought it was the Horizon.
Oh no, not with
that
Saber's
you'd be
record.
mistaken.
That was just last.
Oh, okay.
Horizon blew up last week.
The Artemis version of Horizon.
That's
Oh,
okay,
did
that
it?
doesn't count.
That's all right.
Yeah,
We
if it's
got to keep the
not- if it's
shipyards
not real
busy.
Horizon, it's not count.
That said, I think Horizon does tend to have one of the lower casualty records.
Yeah, they're missile ships, so they don't typically get in close, right?
You would think that.
Well, what good's a missile if you can't see it explode?
Alternately, some people forget that Horizon's a missile ship. And ask Horizon to, like, headbutt things. It doesn't go very well.
With the tickle beams.
Yep, with the tickle beams. Horizon, the place where all of your cats can be entertained. We come pre-installed with laser pointers. They're mostly harmless.
Mostly. Now, as far as I'm aware, Saber is the only ship to have been destroyed twice in a single campaign.
Was that back during the ISN arc?
No, that was last campaign when we were trapped in the other side of the galaxy. Because when in the last when we first encountered the Romarians through the wormhole, that got through the jump gate. They got destroyed. It got destroyed then. We had to recover it, and then about halfway through the campaign, it got destroyed a second time, and stayed destroyed until near the end.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we got to keep the shipyards busy.
Good thing is they replaced all that faux wood paneling during the refit.
The downside, they replaced it with fur. So much harder for the air filters to clean it.
And shag carpets everywhere.
Thankfully, though, they're not in that, like, ochre orange.
Obviously, you haven't seen some of the ensign's quarters.
No, the last time I was on Saber, it was Raven. Raven was very nice. It had the tonnage to afford things like real showers in every officer's bedroom.
Now I'm curious, what's the difference between a real shower and a fake shower?
Real showers use water. Fake showers use like sonic vibrations just to get clean, but it doesn't really scratch the itch.
Ah, gotcha. Shakes off the dirt, and that's about, or shakes off the dust.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I was half expecting to have, like, you know, those drive-in car washes with the little strings that hang down and just rub the car.
You only get that if you request it in your spacesuit.
Ah! Kind of off target, but how many people watched the Falcon 9 Heavy launch?
I watched a replay of it.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Also, poor Central Core. It got a little toasty.
Got a little but it landed. That's the best thing. First time they did the Falcon 9, it kind of tipped off of the drone ship. This time it
that
stuck
was
to
a
landing.
big boom.
Yeah, that was a very big boom. Although, my brother-in-law who was watching it with me made a very astute observation. If you watch it, the replay, when the two side boosters land, the one in the background looks like it's almost tilting off to the left a little.
Yeah, it was. One of the... what was it? But yeah, something didn't land super perfectly, so the shock absorber kicked in.
Yeah, one of the legs partly collapsed, and that's why it was...
suborbital, but gets up to about 2,000 kilometers up and then hovers. I can't wait to see the Star Hopper to actually start doing more and start actually getting into the 2,000 kilometer range and hovering. That'll be kind of interesting to watch all that happen.
I don't think I know Starhopper.
Starhopper's the prototype of the starship that they're creating. It's just kind of like the Grasshopper. The Grasshopper was the...
Right, you need to stop plotting that mutiny.
Oh, we were
Caught
plotting
us.
the mutiny. It was, however, going AWOL. Talking about, like, low-tech ways to leave the solar system. I've said too much.
We don't want to plot a mutiny when there's a senior officer in here with us now, are we, sir? What do you take us for? Oh, yeah, wait.
You're listening to WTSN, and this is Fleet News Pulse.
Is that a good volume?
On the Pulse. The Cerberus system still in the grips of an
Hey,
insidious
we need to
disease.
fix your whispers.
So Amari Kralian security forces contact the TSN for assistance. A scientific discovery. An antimatter piracy ring. And first, our regular news roundup.
Same thing that...
All this on the Pulse.
Here is the summary of recent events across the operational area of Promethean Command. Stardate 6419-2237. In the escalating outbreak of infection in the Cerberus system and the continuing absence of Governor Reddy, TSN Commodore Collier declared a state of emergency in the affected sectors. His deployment to the sectors was delayed by severe technical difficulties in the Command Information Center infrastructure of the 4th Flight Division, who eventually secured his arrival aboard TSAF Grant through the gate from Atlantis system. TSAF Grant established a mobile command base with research and medical aid facilities near Kaesonk Station. The 4th Light Division had to turn aside several civilian vessels seeking medical aid in defiance of quarantine. Other vessels were prevented from leaving the sector, and acts of piracy were met with lethal force. TSN and in-system security vessels entering the sector from Spinwood were left alone until they docked with mining stations in contravention of the quarantine. Their commander, Captain Pertwee of Cerberus Forward Command, refused orders to desist. He stated that System Command was not a competent authority, based on observed civilian riots, medical emergencies, smuggling, human trafficking, and piracy. The captain demanded to evacuate family members to Crescenda until the emergency was resolved and order restored. The 4th Light Division engaged Pertwee's forces near the mining stations where refugees had gathered. Several vessels were incapacitated before Pertwee agreed to hold position and verbally negotiate potential non-violent solutions. After several tense exchanges, Captain Pertwee's crews volunteered to enter quarantine and help administer humanitarian aid, restore order, and enforce the quarantine, in conjunction with the local security forces. Captain Pertwee's force will eventually face courts-martial for their actions. Commodore Collier, however, promised to speak on their behalf based on their actions taken in resolution of the current crisis.
More recently, the 4th Light Division received a request for assistance from the Zomari Kralian faction, who provide additional security services to the Natani colony in the Euphini Expanse. They reported increasing highly aggressive incursions by Caltrons. Upon arrival, the division immediately encountered severe navigational errors. By the time stellar cartography techs addressed these errors, Caltrons had inflicted heavy losses. The Zomari were very evasive as to Caltron motivation for the attack, and refused to explain the purpose of certain sections of their station, which returned highly unusual sensor readings. Battle was joined, during which Caltron singularities appeared repeatedly. TSN Horizon took significant damage assisting Zomari vessels. She went on to attempt a defense of the station, but both ended up having to launch life pods. TSN Viper later discovered that one of the life pods contained an object that was attracting the Caltrons. They continued to track and pursue the object even after 4LD retreated through the Danae Gate. Ultimately, 4LD's science and engineering crews devised a way to temporarily mask the revealing signals. The division dropped the object off at Research Station 56 X-Ray in Crescenda 3 for containment and study. Researchers theorize it may be related to objects recovered some time ago.
Mr. Kelly, security head for Garnell Research, a subsidiary of Numerical Power and Industry, expressed considerable satisfaction with the TSN's success in the run-up to the first production of antimatter at the new large-scale facility in Promethean System. A major piracy ring was recently smashed when they broke cover while attempting to profit from the development of the new manufacturing facility. The 4th Light Division eliminated an illegal station in the neutral Cronus system and narrowly avoided a potentially significant incident with the hegemony. Pirate activity had been sharply on the rise amid the civil disorder surrounding the quarantine in the Cerberus system. And that's all for this cycle. Join us next time for the news and views of Promethean Command. This has been Fleet News Pulse.
This is WTSN, the Fleet News Service. Facts faster than light, but never warped.
It's nice to be in the news again.
And not being denigrated.
Personally, I miss Fleet News Plus.
Yes. Reporting everything that's going on in the Cerberus section.
I mean, you can tell it's genuine by the local pronunciations of this.
Very good. Well, I'd like to quickly grab a drink, and then I believe we should be getting a briefing for the upcoming mission.
Yes.
I'll be as quick as I can. Probably got 2 minutes.
You gone? Excellent. Right. I would like you all to be able to testify in the trial against Captain Matsian. He's due to be executed should he be found guilty. Anybody who does not testify against him will be flushed out of the airlock.
When you say should he be found guilty, I assume that's just, in case anyone's listening.
Invisible inverted commas.
I'd also like to remind everybody of the dead man's boots policy when it comes to promotion. Hang on a minute.
His exo's not even here.
There's only one set of boots that you can't fill.
I thought
I don't
that
wear
was the
any.
Empire. All power to Terra.
That's why Hall's not here. He's under investigation.
Oh, right.
I thought it was his servicing.
User in your channel timed out.
It's just routine questioning, you understand?
Followed by a routine execution.
People aren't executed, they're reassigned.
So if they're routine, there must be at least one a week, right?
Permanently reassigned.
Followed by the routine boot cleaning.
Alright, let's head down to briefing room 1. Captain Evans, I believe you have an intel briefing for us for this mission.
I do indeed, sir.
Ooh, Discworld.
Yes, it might be called the briefing room, but you're supposed to wear pants.
Wait, British pants or American pants?
Both.
Pants me, baby.
In the correct order.
I suppose this is the reason we don't have a debriefing room.
Okay, so we've got an interesting situation developing one sector over from us. So the hegemony are offering humanitarian aid to the victims in Sector 6. Commodore Collier has indicated that this is probably a good opportunity to sort of solidify a peaceful relationship with the hegemony. There are transports currently inbound, and we're being asked to sort of oversee the delivery. It has been noted that there's a significant escort force with them, although given the recent pirate activity in the area, it's fairly reasonable to do so. Obviously, we don't entirely trust them, hence why the 4th Light Division is being deployed down there. So this could be a bit of a political hotcake, depending on what their true intentions are. And so on. The humanitarian supplies are going to be delivered to the 2 stations, Sector 5, and we're to pop down there and oversee operations. Is there any questions from the senior officers or crew?
How much politicking are we going to have to do?
Hopefully very minimal.
Alright. You can stand by, gents and ladies.
Okay, well that concludes the briefing. Back to you, Fleet Captain.
Alright, let's deploy the 3 vessels we had earlier, Saber, Viper and Lancer. Officers assigned to those ships can return now. We'll get set and call in to Saber once you're ready to go.
I think Lancer might need another body.
Alright,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll-
see about crew reassignments when we've got officers aboard.
And we'll have to watch for vessel specifications. We should still be flying Artemis. I don't know if CIC is automatically configured that way.
And all helms officers double check their configurations of their ships. Command officers and first officers are to confirm. Alright, let's get going.
All officers return to ships.
Are we getting Naima back?
Fleet captain on the bridge.
I would not imagine so.
Fleet captain, can I get 1 volunteer from Saber to transfer to Lancer, please?
I can do that if you wish. No objection.
I would also be happy to volunteer.
Hang on a second. Let's see who we've got. Tara, what are your areas of expertise?
Mine are both on display. Primary and secondary,
helmet,
respectively.
Weapon.
Weapons and comms for me. But again, I can do anything.
Best not put me in helm.
Okay. Tara, do you want to take the helm then?
Aye.
You are on engineering.
So it would seem.
Who has helm?
Probably should. Who's on helm last?
Muga took the helm for the sim.
Oh, yeah, it might. Okay, sorry about that. Released.
Do you want to head down to Lancer?
Who?
Yui.
Shall do.
I'm losing all my teeth.
Lieutenant Junior Yui, report requesting permission to board.
Welcome aboard. Right, so we need a helmsy person. Roger, you want to helm me?
Sure, 1 second, let me just get all of my gear set up.
You happy to continue engineering?
Can do.
Copy.
Although that station seems to be locked.
Who was engineering before?
That would be myself. Vacate engineering.
Yeah, there we go.
Say captain to our ships, report in once your crews are standing by ready to go.
TSN Viper stands ready to strike.
Right, quick roll call then. Helm.
I'm ready and standing by.
Weapons.
Weapons ready.
Engineering.
Engineering ready to heat things up.
Psychoms.
Ready.
Wonderful. You're so enthusiastic, Starry. Lads, Saber report ready. Enthusiasm is just pouring out you.
Send more sleep if you want more enthusiasm. I woke up, had breakfast, and went back to sleep because of the germ. And woke up again.
TSN Lancer, that's confirmed.
It's one of those wonderful times where you get up and the world is spinning and your head's pounding because not enough sleep.
All ships are reported ready. Command and control, we're ready to go.
Ship systems are initiatalizing.
Initially.
Ah! Inspiration may have just hit as to why Hermes has a bug. Brilliant.
We
I
are
can
not
fix
in
that.
Artemis class ships.
Helm was meant to double check to set us to be.
Saber's not an Artemis class ship either.
You just manually set it up like it was always used to have to be set up.
Right, Helm, double check we've got an Artemis set.
Setting Artemis class ship. Any preferred color?
Hold on, Wilcon. The server's crashed.
Oh.
Waiting for a restart.
Color, I imagine, will be the default for the 4th slot.
If you actually have a preferred colour, Jamel, if you prod Matsin, it can be changed by default now.
Oh.
If you or Matsin can't figure out how, but you have a colour, prod me and I can tell you exactly what to change. But
I've never even dealt with that level of thing yet.
I know one captain here used to care about what colour their ship was, but I can't remember who.
I think Apazine always used to set Lancer to teal.
Yeah, that's what Lancer's been set to ever since Hermes has been coming up. Donovan usually complains when I'm on Helm. It's like, Helm, you forgot to change the colour.
So it's one line of code now to change it. It'll be default colour that you ask it to be.
Annoyingly, it's one of those things. It's Lancers became teal, and I fucking hate teal. But it's Lancer, and Lancer's now teal.
Lancer.
Well, our ships are being refurbished. Maybe you get a paint job at the same time.
As long as it's not pink or... I'm not a fan of
You
greens.
mean lightish red?
I like reds and I like blues.
Blue should be nice.
Teal is a blue.
Yeah, but it's more greeny blue, which then goes green. Don't like green.
At some point I probably should eat more than a sandwich today.
Server appears to be back up.
That's another thing I was going to have some sort of fix so that it was obvious when it was disconnected or not.
Ship systems are initializing.
If only you could add like a big
because the
light
server...
in the corner to say actually connected.
Yeah, unfortunately it's outside my grasp. Because the server went down, everyone's ship will have to be reconfigured. I don't think we technically spawned in, so we could spawn in as the right thing.
Yeah, double check before.
We are Artemis class.
Artemis class.
And we are a wonderful shade of purple.
Ooh, my main screen is lagging something crazy.
TSN Sabre, this is TSN Viper. Control systems online, awaiting orders.
Just out of curiosity, could you go full impulse forward? I've just been trying to spot whether the latency is something I could hide or not. Just for a few seconds.
Forward.
Okay, I've seen what I need to.
When you said full impulse, I
Command
did
and
that
control.
as
All
300%
systems
full
are
impulse.
now online. Saber, Viper, and Lancer are all reporting ready.
No difference for what I was trying to see. I sort of know there's stuff I should be able to write in Hermes that will hide some of the lag, but it's trying to figure out what actually would
All
help and
ships
what
form
wouldn't.
up on TSN Saber.
Follow Saberham.
My sir.
Stations are building tags for us. They sort of, if we're going to be here, and we've got things advising us to surrender.
Wonderful. Maybe change the ordinance. Something a
Yeah.
little bit more heavy.
We don't want to tag everything. I can't see the enemies on the manual scan, despite the fact I've got comms traffic.
It's been deleted.
Are you active pinging? Are you
Yeah.
Shortcutting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Strange. Normally that would reveal them.
I don't know if it's one of these things where sometimes friendlies say, you'll never surrender to us.
Hmm.
And Viper is getting right up Saber's butt.
Sketch probably just wants some good visuals for his live stream.
Yes, I'm sure the
was it,
rear
the-
bumper of the Saber is a sight to behold.
Who was it the other week that pushed Viper halfway across the map?
Me.
Oh.
The helmsman at the time said Trevor sort of was, why are we moving?
I actually don't think that was me at the time.
Okay, I can't even see the other two ships on the main screen.
Not now. They were behind us for a brief moment.
No, they're on sensors, they're in front of us, but I can't see them or any nebula effects.
Right. Begin primary scans.
Yep.
Command, this is TSN Saber. We are reporting several Krellian contacts.
Stations are building useful stuff.
FCS speed.
We have oodles of ordnance in the
Confirm,
station.
Command and Control. We are reading 3, 4 Krellian transports, and we're still getting scans from other 5 Krellian transports currently.
There's a 6-1 out of...
Their IFF signatures are still reading hostile.
We had another one down in Echo.
As confirmed, Command, we have Golf 7-3 Group Bravo 4 that are on course towards one of our defensive minefields. TSN Lancer deploy into grid Charlie 5 Mark 9.
Copy
TSN
that, Charlie
Viper
5 Mark 9.
deploy into grid Bravo 5 Mark 9.
Proceed, please, Hal.
Charlie
All
5
ships
Mark
to
9.
hold the fire against Krellian targets for the time being.
Was that a hold fire?
Confirm hold fire.
I managed to miss the word hold in that sentence, which kind of important.
Don't make me get engineering to turn the power off to the guns.
I will not comply.
Don't worry, I'm on the guns.
You're asking the wrong person to deny power to weapons.
Suddenly sounds like a good idea not to have you in the weapons for a change.
Except Yui's on engineering.
I can't see you deliberately trying to sabotage us.
I will deliberately make sure weapons stay online.
Saber, this is TSN Lancer. It looks as if there's about to be a hostile interaction at Deep Space 6-7.
Standby TSN Lancer, according to command, the vessels are going to be offloading cargo.
Did Massine just call himself Lancer?
What do you think chances are the base is going to shoot it?
Oh, it's shooting it.
Yeah, base is shooting. Base has turned hostile.
TSN Viper, I want you to patrol through grid Alpha 1 to Echo 1.
Alpha 1 through Echo 1.
TSN Lancer, your patrol area is grid Bravo 5 through Delta 5.
Copy that.
Bravo 5 through Delta 5.
Right, let's make up. What did he say? My brain's not functioning.
Bravo 5 to Delta 5.
Bravo 5 to Delta 5. Let's just shimmy up and down the 3 sectors. Pool engineering systems down to be quite efficient, so we're still combat effective in the need.
Pretty clear our first contact is going to be Fox 40.
We are not to engage any transports.
Contacts the edge of the map.
Lancer Saber, we've got a transport Fox 40 that looks to be moving out of sector. Are they allowed to be moving out the sector over?
TSN Lancer, communicate with Command and Control. Coordinate with them on that one. Move into grid Delta 5.
Acknowledge. Right, move down to intercept.
All ships, CIC to all ships. Stations
Moving
report they are
intercept.
being boarded by Hegmanu Marines. Stations report they are being boarded by Hegmanu Marines.
You don't say.
Right, intercept Fox 40.
Command, we're confirming. Can we engage the hegemony?
That's affirmative. This appears to be a invasion force, not a defence force.
Confirmed, Command and Control.
humanitarian aid
TSN
force.
Lancer, move to engage Foxtrot 40 on grid Delta 5. TSN Viper, fall back to TSN Saber's position.
Going to engage.
Delta 2 maneuver.
Delta 2, right.
Greek Delta.
Switch to 3, clear for P-Shock.
P-Shock is loading. Be advised, this ship only carries 4 of them.
Yep.
Target aft shields down.
Send.
P-Shock away.
What the hell happened there?
I
It
don't
hit the
know.
edge. The P-Shocks fizzle if they hit the edge of the map.
I continue with beams.
Firing beams. Destroyed.
TSN Lancer, confirm. Were you able to destroy that transport?
Are we 100% sure that was destroyed?
Yes, I saw the explosion.
100% confirmed visual on destruction.
Confirmed. Move into grid Charlie 5 and Charlie 4. See if you can retake DS67.
Acknowledged. Right, let's see if we can drag the transports off the station. Have we got someone fighter capable? Shuttle capable?
We can if it's wanted.
Copy. Right. Let's deal with the transports. Let's peak tubes. EMP. Let's make it quicker.
EMP is ready.
Going to engage Bravo 03.
Shields are up.
If we're still out of rounds range, send it. Back us up. We're getting into range or move us.
TSN Lancer, you're on your own for the time being.
Copy that.
EMP out.
Clear of EMP range.
It's moving fast.
Taunted him.
Detonation.
Right, in on it.
Charlie.
Push her up. Peak. Let's go for the P-Shock again.
P-Shock out.
Because it's quicker.
Do you want me to jump out in a fighter?
Peak tubes.
When we turn around, once we've finished this guy, we'll engage 7-4 while fighter goes for the RVs.
I'm in hard about.
Destroyed.
Right, what is the range?
Lancer Viper's coming to your position to recapture that station.
Acknowledged. Right, engage 7-4.
Lancer, how do you need us to help?
We're currently engaging 7-4. We're just about to launch Marine teams to the RV points to start retaking the station. If you've got a Marine team you can throw in for the other RV to make it quicker.
Taking hits from the station.
Right, maneuver, redeploy us so we're out with the station's arcs. Happened to the shuttle?
What happened? I picked up one.
Lancer, we're preparing a Marine team.
Do you want me to try to grab the second?
Viper's doing that. Let's load Omega 3 and engage Bravo fleet.
Copy. Omega 3 unloading P-Shock.
Lancer to Viper, we're loading for Lambda Heavy for Bravo fleet. We're going to launch and you can follow up, I think, with Charlie maneuvers.
Omega 3 ready.
Right, let's move to Bravo fleet.
Bravo fleet.
See if we can get a quick taunt on them to stop their going the other way.
Wait for Lancer. She said she'd lead.
Taunt on Bravo.
Sorry, repeat last Viper.
Apologies, Lancer. Mistransmission. We're waiting for your lead. We'll follow up with a nuke.
Copy, copy. Right, pick some...
I'll see where they're gonna swing to.
We're going to do a quick kite to try and bring them back together, then we'll send ordnance.
Energy now 40%, full reserve.
Right, that'll do. Back us off and let's just hit this fleet. My target.
Lancer Viper, we have transports in grid Delta 4 making a break for the border, so if you can head them off.
Sorry, Ham, we're going for an Omega 3, apologies.
Omega 3.
Right, we're in front, send.
Viper breaking off. Yep.
How about?
Detonation.
Did we hit Bravo 5-5 with anything?
Negative.
Convert 3 homings to energy. Peak tubes, let's have an EMP, and then we'll Delta 2 after the EMP.
Yes, sir.
Loading EMP.
Keep us out of range.
EMP fired. Detonation.
Frequency Alpha.
Keep the tubes
Manual
up.
beams.
Put a P-Shock in. Let's make use of the P-Shocks.
Loading P-Shock.
Back us up when you hit his rears. Clear to fire when ready.
TSN Lancer, we're moving towards the S67 to dock. What's your current status?
Copy that. Currently, Amber, Energy, and Ordnance.
Confirm, Lancer. Tie up enemies, Group Bravo and Group Charlie 4 Mark 1, and then we'll come and join you.
Acknowledged. Convert another 3 homings. Let's go and engage Bravo
Status
9
green.
4 Delta 2.
3 homings converted, 2 remaining.
Actually, can we drag these 3...
Acknowledged.
These 4 Bravos together, just mine them in one go.
If we can get Tango, it can be done.
Right, comms.
Done.
Do
They
you
seem
want-
to be ignoring us, but
Right, so there's 2 movers and there's 2 that are stuck. So let's load mines, wait for the movers to get in position next to the stucks, and then blat them.
they all look like they're moving now to me.
TSN Lancer, change of plans. You're going to have to be on your own. Can you hold them?
Copy that, we'll manage.
Confirmed.
Energy just passing 40% to reserve.
Right, they're ignoring us, so let's convert the 1 reserve and just go Delta 3 with P-Shocks.
Unloading mines.
Apologies.
We have
Weapons.
1 P-Shock left.
They're 2 spaced out, so...
We have 2 torpedoes, 1 P-Shock.
Save the P-Shock for... It doesn't really matter, they're all the same. This is a nuisance. We could do a redocking, but everyone's insisting in destroying things next to the station rather than drawing them away from the station.
Targets are still ignoring us.
And refusing to surrender. Shields are down, so frequency doesn't matter.
What's in the tubes currently?
1 torpedo, 1 P-Shock.
P-Shock, send it.
Firing. Destroyed.
Alpha next frequency.
Dover Viper is red on energy.
We're going to lose that base because you're insisting on...
Lancer report.
That was a request for a Lancer report from Xavier.
Energy's just about to go critical, but there's no immediate threat to the friendly station. We could really do with coming back for our resupply.
Permission to unload that torpedo and convert it to energy.
Lancer, report back to DS31, refuel there.
Where is... right, magic. Head to DS31.
DS31.
The last time I looked for stations that were still red.
It was still red when you first transmitted.
Yes, we are docked.
They have a good supply of ordnance.
Lancer Saber, we're just about to get resupplied. Do you need us in Delta 4, or do you want us to start softening in Bravo 3?
Lancer, I'm still reading Bravo 5-2, is that correct?
Bravo 5.
It is correct. Bravo 4.
Yeah, that's correct.
Lancer, take out that Bravo 5-2 enemy and then form up on TSN Viper.
Ship is fully stocked.
Intercept Bravo 5-2.
Copy that.
Bravo
Bearing
5-2.
Bearing 244, range 20k.
4-4, aye.
Current loadout, 1 torpedo.
Let's move in for Delta 2 and then we'll load ordnance when we go to the Viper.
Copy.
Single target, a Karelian Dreadnought.
Frequency echo.
Shields are up, weapon locked.
Hello.
Target shield down.
Lancer, change of plans, you're going to have to hold enemies in Group Bravo 2 and Bravo 3.
Acknowledged. Start loading EMPs.
There are quite a few fighters west of us. Carriers, sorry.
Start loading EMPs, and we'll start targeting carriers, and then go from there.
2 EMPs loading.
Fighter launch, I believe. The most anemic
2
fighters
EMPs
I've
ready.
seen.
Right, so my target for EMP,
Copy, I see it in the science map.
and then once it's away, send send nuke and P-shock.
Fighter launch, get me a little bit closer to see the captain's target.
Actually,
More fighters.
I don't see a captain's target. There it is. 1 EMP out.
stay gamma evasive just now. Circle the fleet until fighters go bingo.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged, Oscar 37.
Don't let those drones catch us.
Lancer report.
We are currently kiting fleet to keep them occupied. Once their fighter contingents go bingo, we're going to surgically strike at the carriers to make the rest of the fleet more manageable.
Confirm, Lancer.
Confirm detonation of the first EMP. Second EMP ready. Nuke ready.
What a nuke and a P-shock. Send your other EMP for the now targeted ship. We're going to fly past in a minute. And then put a P-shock. I think a nuke and a
EMP
P-shock.
fired.
Nuke and a P-shock should clear out the carrier in one go. Right, get us round the other side. We've got bingo fighters. Prepare to fire my target.
He's low vis, so I'll need to get
Bring
close
us
to
in
him.
tight. See him?
Not ye. Oh, there he is. I see him. I think I've got him.
You've got active lock.
Nuke out.
Shot.
P-shock out.
Right, gamma evasive. Good job. Nice. Right, reload for the same. We've got another target.
Reloading. Last nuke.
We have about 20 drones following us.
Yeah, we can deal with them.
How's that target?
Yeah, that's it.
Nuke out. P-shock out.
Good job.
TSN Lancer report.
Detonation.
Second of the carriers have been destroyed. We've got our Arvonian command ship to deal with. We're now going to start surgically striking at the rest of the fleets. We are still combat effective and able over here just now. Actually, let's load
Saber,
more
Viper is
fighters.
green, green, green.
Let's load Echo 2 to plough through the rest of the Torgoths.
Lancer, Viper's coming to your position.
Copy that. Lancer support.
Copy,
Fighter
copy.
launch on our tail.
Including
Right,
Artemis.
let's start moving more north. Lancer Viper, we've got a straggler, Uniform 04, moving off from our fleets. Could you catch them
On it.
before they get to the... Thank you.
2 mines ready.
Let's go north and let things settle out. We need to drag this fleet away from the November fleets coming up. We don't want the two coming together. Could you taunt the kilos, please, comms?
Yep. Where is... Oh, down there, okay. I've got one on my comms list, so I just want to make it effective.
These fighters are taking an age to go bingo.
Kilo's been taunted.
There they
Right,
go.
There we go. Right. Let's start manoeuvring back towards the main fleets.
Coming hard about.
Lancer, we're preparing heavy weapons to deploy on the Kilo group in Bravo 3, Mark 3.
Copy that. What flavour are you bringing? We're just about to go through with Sigmas.
We have an Omega 3 prepped. We'll wait till you've cleared.
We'll let you go first.
Okay. Launch as soon as you possibly can.
Right. Viper's gonna Omega 3 and we'll echo what's left.
Okay. November switching Tango.
That's alright.
We'll prep an Echo 2 to follow you, Lancer.
Copy that. Right, let's have an echo clean through the middle of those Novembers. Let's just
Ready when you are, Helm.
Push shields. It's going to be noisy.
Well ahead of you.
Nicely done. Let's load another one.
Loading Echo 2. There will be 2 more mines left after this.
Copy.
Let's do a rodeo.
Come on, Viper.
Mines are ready. Fight to launch.
Nah, I think Viper's bend their...
Command and control, this is TSN Sabre. We're going to need additional forces here, or we are going to have to fall back.
Right, cut in 270 and put our mines through that group there.
270.
Ish.
Coming hard about.
Yeah, see if you can come around the fighters a little bit.
So thinking pulling the fighters away from the Viper.
And watch out for the drones.
That's it. Swing down
Going
through
in
those Corellians.
for
Nice. That'll do. Go, go, go.
Command,
Yep.
we are going to abandon
Drop it in, drop it
DS67 and try and coordinate from DS31.
Right. P-Shocks on the carriers in the middle.
2
Novembers.
P-Shocks left.
Send. Unless you can get them to surrender.
Okay.
Tom, see if you can get them to surrender. That'll take the fighters out with them. November 7-5 and November 4-0.
It's a mess
It's
in there.
very
Have I got a
hard.
good target?
November's 4-0
Targeted.
surrendered.
Captain, if you can highlight them, I'll get them for P-Shocks.
Your
He's
target is
highlighted.
confirmed for shock.
Target is good.
Firing 1.
The other one's surrendered, so.
Copy that.
Carrier destroyed.
Right, make a high speed run for DS 3-1 when we're going to need mines and stuff.
Direction.
6-5. 18k.
6-5.
Just 15 to port.
What's Viper holding off for?
I think they were just dealing with something up there.
Alright, currently have 1 P-Shock in the tube. New contacts Alpha
Viper is
4
docking
Mark
up
9.
at DS31 to repair damage, preparing to perform station defense against drones.
Copy, copy.
Weapons just crashed.
Viper, be aware our weapon systems have just crashed out. You'll need to defend against drones yourself.
We can round up the drones and they can fire on them while we do the runaround.
It's a pretty delicate maneuver that could end up having all the drones fall in their face.
Weapons online.
Right,
Recommend
where
we
are we?
drag these drones through the fleet and drop a mine on them. Clear the drones, clear the fleet.
Is our weapon systems back online?
Weapons is back online.
Right, let's make it so then. So I want to mine Corellians, fighters, and drones all at the same time. Just to be awkward.
Copy that. Loading up the mines. Mines are ready. Shields are up.
Hold just. Ooh, too far.
Not yet.
No, not yet. I held it.
Shields are holding.
Drop.
One down.
Nice.
Oh, nice shot in the fighters.
I think Viper stole the drones, but they can have the drones. Have we got in the tubes?
One mine in the tube. Only dropped one that time because I thought we were going to...
Right, let's go and mop up with beams. 2 drones coming in. Let's deal with the drones first. 3 drones. Then I want
big beams.
A highlighted target dead because it appears to be a drone cruiser. All the dead, please. Move on. November. Oh, too far, Helm. Hard about. Let's engage November 1-9. Quick. Hard about. All the...
Targeting 1-9. P-shocks, Captain?
If you've got them loaded.
Tubes are being a bit laggy.
What have you got in the tubes?
Got 1 P-shock ready.
Send it.
It's out.
Carry on, November 2-3. Right, Kilo 08.
Kilo 08,
Oh, should we be ignoring that command chat?
2 P-shocks ready. I don't know what that was. That's
Back us up. Load Omega 3. Load Omega 3 for the command chat. Lancer Viper, we're going to load Sigma Heavy.
Isn't it Lambda Heavy?
Yeah.
Peek the tubes.
Yep.
Stand load
Can we
first.
get an EMP off first, Lancer?
Yeah. You want? What we got?
EMP is ready. Nuke 3 seconds.
Send them.
Peek that tube back up.
EMP's out, Lancer.
That's probably a wasted EMP, but never mind. If you've got a nuke, send it.
On Juliet 3-0.
Yeah.
Nuke deployed. Detonation.
Ratio's substantially weaker. Alpha frequency.
Peak. Oh, wait now. See where that's coming in. Stand by.
Probably another nuke.
Yep. That'll do just nicely. What have we got in the tubes now?
1 EMP.
Right, let's drop it on Kilo 84's face.
Dropped.
And then we'll move in Delta 3 P-shot.
Okay.
Right, let's move in.
Delta 3 P-shock.
And he surrenders.
Surrendered. Ordnance coming in from Viper.
All shields peaked.
Right, dock up DS31.
Lancer Viper moving to Charlie 4.
Hard about.
Moving as soon as we've completed resupply.
Current loadout 2 P-shocks. Sierra 1-3 and Alpha 4 Mark 2 has gone hostile again.
Yeah, they're absolutely mobbed. Right, status of systems.
All systems 100% maxed out, and ordnance-wise, we might be missing a nuke and 3 shocks, but...
I've got 2 in the tubes. We're only short 1 nuke, 1 P-shock.
Lancer Sabre requesting further orders.
Alpha 6-4 is tracking the most largest number of drones I've seen.
Let's follow with Sabre.
Right, follow Sabre. When she goes.
Still got 2 shocks in the tube.
As well emptying them.
Copy, emptying tubes.
Alpha
Lancer
6-4
with TSN Sabre. How...
Look at that, how many drones it's got now!
That's crazy!
I thought they were going to dump it on Viper, but Viper dumped more drones on them.
I almost want to see what happens to it.
Part of me feels like they deserve some sort of medal. How often do you get a friendly ship helping that much?
Focus fire, Delta 2 with
Frequency Bravo.
Saber.
Saber overshot.
October 2-4 is ignoring us. No.
Just a bit too
They've
late for me
noticed
to get a
Saber.
screenshot.
Okay, backing off.
The drones.
What happened to those drones?
I
don't know.
No, what? Oh, do you mean the drones on
It
near
should
Alpha?
have eaten those drones by now. but
Alpha
it's still
6-4
alive.
managed to throw the drones.
No. What happened was there was a big ship nearby that was also friendly that all the drones ate and destroyed, and then they went back to chasing Alpha 6-4.
Copy that. Whiskey 50.
They're going to do the same again with Alpha 11. I almost want to watch that more than what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at my science screen more
Bye.
than my
We'll
weapons
go
right now.
to Formation Sigma.
Alpha 11 survived.
Saber will go first, Lancer will follow.
I didn't hear the copy that. Repeat. Loadout.
Formation Sigma.
Copy. Peak
TSN
tube
Saber
load
is
mines.
lead.
Already loading.
Don't go through, Ham. Sit and wait. We're going to do a mine run once they're finished their run.
Ready.
There's a rogue mine in there. Right, run over the Torgoths at the... No, just wait. Just... There. Right, run over the Torgoths at the back.
Draw.
Do just nicely.
Double
hard about.
detonation.
Let's quickly...
Saber's going another run.
Let's quickly deal with Whiskey 3-7. Put more mines in the tubes while you're at it.
Loading. Going manual beams.
Drone.
Lancer will clear again.
Copy
Destroyed.
that, loading. Right, pass through. Pass go the Whiskey's in front of us.
Hold on. Mine's ready.
Go.
Dropped.
Good hit. We got a quick P-shock for Juliet 1-4.
Loading 1.
Coming for beams on Whiskey 8-3.
Push tubes.
Whiskey 8-3.
Whiskey 8-3 is now
P-shock deployed.
310.
Targeting.
000.
Drones incoming rear.
Delta 2. Turn us to 090.
Surrender.
Right, take us out straight
Lancer,
there.
swap to Charlie.
Copy that. Hard about. Power to beams, power to shields, shoot the drones.
Hard about.
They're all
No, the
done
fights
by
fire, the friendlies are taking
Heavy,
up for.
heavies, not the command ship.
Repeat last. Sorry, we had crosstalk.
Primary targets are Targoth heavy.
Copy.
Targeting weapons.
We also have marine
Forward
drop
shields
zones.
15%.
Eyes on. Right, stay out of Juliet 9-8's arcs. Engage Juliet 2-6.
We're going the wrong way for that.
Got Tango.
I've got a P-shot ready if we can knock 98 shields down a little bit.
9-8 shield is a command ship, 800
Lancer
shields.
time to focus on
Oh,
the
okay,
command
never
ship.
mind.
Juliet's
Copy. Currently have Tango. We're currently building our shields to re-engage.
Confirm, Lancer. See if you can lead them forwards.
Right, take them space north.
Forwards eye.
Comms, turn the whiskies back to us. The ones in Bravo 4.
Okay.
Whiskey 4-3.
Where's all the coolant? Oh.
got whiskey taunted, which is not succeeding.
Can we drag the command ship into that rogue mine?
Probably,
Interesting
but
idea.
Saber's weakening. They've half destroyed the rear shields.
Lancer, move into Group Bravo 4 Mark 3.
Acknowledged. Right, those guys that we couldn't get, let's go and poke them.
Energy 23%. 8
Convert 4
batteries.
homelangs.
I think friendlies have just blown up our station.
That's helpful.
Technically, it was their station, given it was still under enemy control.
Peak tubes mines. Let's put the mines up them. Make this quick before Whiskey gets any closer.
One mine ready, second mine almost ready. Second mine ready.
Run.
Lancer, see if you can
Whiskey's
draw those
equipment
enemies
has.
away from DS31. We need to duck and then we can swap if you need.
Drop.
Copy that.
Dropped.
Both?
Dropped one.
Yes.
Hang on.
Drop the other one. We can eat the mine if we have to.
Go to warp. Dropped.
What's your energy state, Lancer?
We're healthy enough.
Amberish.
Confirmed.
We've gone a little too far.
Right, engage Whiskey 1-8. They're not turning.
Lancer, Viper's coming to your position.
Acknowledged.
Whiskey 1-8, rear shield's gone, Alpha front.
Peak tubes, P-shot.
Loading P-Shock. We've got 2 P-Shocks. You want both loaded?
Just the...
All
yeah.
ships, formation is
You
Charlie.
only get the one. Tubes are overheated.
One is ready.
Someone killed it with a god knows what.
Don't know.
Surrender.
Reducing the beams to prevent overheat.
Echo.
We have Tango on this one. We're almost out of energy.
Right, evasive, convert 3. Just play Tango.
3 converted.
Gets out of B marks, let's just play Tango.
Hi, sir. Coming hard about.
Hard about.
And take them away from the station.
Hi, sir.
Yep,
That's what
we'll
I'm
drop
doing.
off our Marines and pick up the life pod on the way back.
Lancer, this is Lancer, we're going critical in energy, but we've got Tango, so we'll move so you can engage in unimpeded.
Confirm, Lancer. As soon as it's destroyed, duck at DS31.
Acknowledged.
We're doing a very good job at destroying all of the shields on the command ship, not just one facing.
Viper is red on energy, resupplying at DS31. Sorry, Lancer, you're on your own. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Someone needs to sneeze on it now. Sneeze achieved!
Gets back to 31.
Oh crap, I had a P-Shock. I could have P-Shocked it in the face. Although I don't think 3-1's got any P-Shocks left.
I reckon this will be the end of this thingy.
There's still a base to recapture.
Free one has 6 torpedoes, a beacon, and a tag.
Torpedoes are restocked.
Got a local life pod if we want to pick that up.
Systems green?
Systems are green. We are amber on ordnance. No mines, 1 nuke, 4 EMPs.
Jason Lancer, can you pick up life pod 3?
Copy that, live pod 3.
You want me to go for it?
If you could, that'd be wonderful.
I should have double checked I'd cleared. I asked them to clear it, the shuttle.
Fine,
Jason Viper will leave life pod 1 for you if you've got time.
My sensor screen is not showing right. It's showing these shuttles as Artemis.
Yeah, one of my ships, one of the fighters showed up as an Artemis to me as well, which is interesting because that's a new bug to me.
I've seen that before.
A fighter appearing as an Artemis.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to do
Jason
some mind
Lancer,
clearing?
as soon as you've refitted and entered your shuttle, move to pick up Life Pod 1. TSN Viper, focus on Bravo 2-3, the base.
Lancer acknowledges. Move us closer to Life Pod 1.
Viper acknowledges.
Shuttle, stand by for further shuttle operations.
Do not hit the mine.
Please don't hit mine.
We don't want to do a saber.
Shuttle's unloaded again. And ready to go.
Are not collectibles.
Life pod 1 dead ahead.
You.
No, I was suggesting that we did a mine clearing run. Not a let's blow ourselves up run.
Just as a heads up, it can be a bit easier if you go a bit closer for docking because the life pods are very hard to see. But I better than they used to be.
I could see it quite easily on a small main screen.
I never had any problem seeing the life pods.
It's the old mesh for the rendezvous points that was the problem.
No.
You wouldn't believe that I've just found the insert key on this keyboard now, would you? I've been looking for it all the way here, and I've just found the insert key, which is boost in a shuttle.
Just saying, Helm. Engineering is behind you.
Well, if we get clearance for a mine clearing run, I'm backing up so that we can have the proper time to get up to warp 4 speed.
TSN Viper, the Odysseus is trying to dock with the TSN Saber.
Well,
please
to
change
assist
your
you in
focus.
getting that distance.
Go back to DS 3-1.
What?
All ships form up on TSN Saber.
Believe that. Head to TSN 0.
Follow the pheromones.
Do a mine clearing on the way.
Negative.
Okay.
TSN Viper is green, green, green.
We could try to touch off Bravo 2-3. Might have some things we're missing.
Looks like we're going to be moving to exit the sector.
Heard a boot?
Well, if they told us that we were going to be going corewards, I wouldn't have to go the journey.
Indeed.
I'm going to be friendly with Viper since they're being so friendly with Saber.
Fleet captain to all ships. The commander sending out a battle division to shore up these defences. We've been requested to return to follow command.
An Artemis centipede. Instead of human centipede. Instead of a centipede in general.
Hostile con?
Besides, can you give a quick scan of whatever's in Bravo?
Yeah.
5?
I'm wondering what the Saber is thinking right now.
Well, technically we're actually quite far below the plane of the other guys.
Fine, I'll go on plane.
What is that?
Plane.
No, that there. Case in mine layer.
Oh yeah, probably to redeploy the minefields that just got completely wiped out.
I couldn't even tell you what the actual visual of the mine layer looks like.
The great thing with being in such close formation is that your scanner profile is reduced. So maybe they can only see one ship. Better pile of mutilated metal.
The mine layer pretty much looks like that shape on the screen. It's very simple.
Is it like a smaller juggernaut?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a bit
We're
different
making a
on the
saber
details,
sandwich.
but it's very much a solid chunk.
Yeah, it's like a solid chunk with 2 side nacelles.
Is it vanilla or is it?
It's vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla.
that long since I paid attention to vanilla.
There was about 150, 160 ships in that battle there. But it's not often we see the torpedoes fired by all three ships into triple digits.
I think we did all right there, considering.
That was 50 minutes for the mission. Nice long action-packed mission. And nobody went boom.
It was a bit exhausting.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't make your life too interesting, engineering.
Suffice to say, I am evermore following the patterns of Starry.
What way?
Running with some 6 systems over 60% heat.
Have I converted you?
I wouldn't say you've converted me as much as I'm trying really hard to maximize performance without burning nodes out.
Few bits. One, you didn't say things were too hot. This is a great improvement over previous streams when you've had the tiniest bar. You've gone, oh no, there's heat somewhere.
Yes.
And secondly, 60%, that means you've got about 30% extra margin to work with.
Yeah, if it's only 60%, it's not nearly hot enough.
It's not beeping.
See?
At 300%, 30% only buys you about 4 seconds of that system. It's not really enough to do anything.
Or more at a lower rate, or with more coolant.
Coolant is always dedicated to some other system that's at 90% heat. You want those beams to keep coming, right?
To be perfectly honest, when I play engineering, I think I tend to play rather conservatively. If I'm boosting a system, it's at 250% power with 8 coolant.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything else is at normal.
Too conservative.
There's the
one. So when you start to balance. So you've got your shields and your front shields and your beams at 250, and you move the coolant backwards and forwards. So one system doesn't get really hot. 2 systems get hot, but they're hotter for longer because you're bouncing coolant backwards and forwards.
Well, that's a good idea.
300% is the one true power setting. It depends for beams and shields. Burning out the shield nose is much less impactful than burning out the beams. In fact, it varies based on how things are going, but burning out the shield nose can be quite a bit faster than waiting for them to drop, rebuild them. And it depends on the pattern that people are doing. Yeah. But woohoo, more power. It's nice to hear people not... I've heard so many people talk about 150% being hot.
Oh dear.
And
I don't think I ever increase power that little. The lowest I ever increase power is 175. And I don't do that only when I'm not applying any coolant and it's not time sensitive.
Yeah, 175 is like helm's doing something and they need a little bit of maneuvering, but not a full turnaround in 2 seconds.
The normal way I do it is actually spike it to 300 and drop it down to 50% or so while they're pointing whatever direction they got to.
Yeah.
Because you normally don't care if you're pointing. If you've got to the direction you're going to, you're not going to be manoeuvring for a while.
Yeah. So what you've just said would be a hard about, but when they're doing a maneuver to get into positions for an echo, you get a mild boost just so because 300 might freak them the fuck out. But a mild boost just where they get
if the intent is not to overshoot, I can get that. Yeah. But almost all the maneuvers I do for engineering are hard abouts. But the difference is if it's aiming to if you're aiming for a particular point, I'll normally drop the power below 100%. Whereas if it's general maneuvering around, I'd leave it at 100% afterwards and deal with the heat later.
Yeah, passive cooling is quite handy.
For engineering, I would love to have this set up.
Oh, I wish I had videos on my set. I used to have I've still got them. They're in a box somewhere. When I used to engineer, when I was a lowly bridge officer, I had a touchscreen, and I would literally touchscreen my bars as my coolant.
I've used that at a convention before. It's pretty cool to be able to do that.
That's it. That's pretty cool. Right. I do believe you have got some galley time, so you're dismissed to the galley unless you've got anything else you need to throw in.
Not for me.
Nope. Wonderful. Get yourselves up to the galley and get some chow.
Aye, sir.
I notice Xavier has 2 stars in front of his name. I think we've got him to start streaming.
I suspect he might be recording rather than streaming.
They don't let me stream. I have too much questionable content on my other screens.
Well, it all depends on how you filter it out with OBS. You can hide all that stuff.
I think eventually some of the sound would pick up.
Sound is harder to filter.
Dude.
I don't know. It's kind of catchy.
It's bloody loud.
Oh, we can fix that. It's a pretty significant difference, has that?
That's good.
Comparatively unrelated. Is Wilcon and Clay here?
I am.
Hello.
I just want to say, if you two feel like it, happily try to put together another role-playing thing for tomorrow. I would comment on Varge as well, except he's not here, and given Discord, I don't think he will be. But if you two want, I'll happily start prodding people when I wake up to try to get enough people together to play. If you two say you're not about, I don't see the point, because I'm not going to get multiple people.
I will definitely be about.
I should be around.
Okay, I'll try to get something set up. Obviously, no promises. It depends on who else is free. I might finally be able to run the thing that I've had for a month.
What's the time frame roughly, Yui?
Starry one.
Yui had the stupid volume, so I saw the. Never mind. I'm sorry. Starry. What's the time zone roughly?
It's start of. Sorry, I'm distracted.
Start of shift plus 24 hours.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had family wandering. Yeah, start of shift plus 24 hours, so start time is 9 PM British Summer Time. It can be slightly flexible, but not really. If you tell me, like leaving it a quarter of an hour means you can join in, then it can be left a quarter of an hour. But that's the normal time anyway. Especially for the one that I was going to run, it should be possible to add people in midway through, but I need enough people to start with.
My typical Sunday tradition is not happening, so I might be able to swing on in tomorrow. That elevator music.
My headset is complaining at me. Let's just sort that out.
Yui, I'm losing brain cells.
Engage in more conversation. Less music.
It's kind of hard to have conversation when
Okay,
you've got music on.
There we go. I am no longer going insane. So, is anybody planning on going to Artemis Armada?
That's in over a year.
In over a year, but is anybody planning on doing it? I'm starting to calculate things.
It's a few thousand miles away from me, so probably not.
Depending on my life situation.
I might be able to ride someone's coattails to attend, but I'm not able to go independently.
I would like to go, but I can only afford one trip to the States a year.
And are they starting to do it just every other year?
That's the current season.
I'm not sure if it's because of the update to Artemis 3 and there's a delay, or if it's meant to be every other year now.
Does anyone go to Dragon Con in Atlanta?
I do. I spend a lot of time in the Artemis room there.
Then we may have actually met in real life at some point, because I've spent a lot of time in that room the last couple of years.
Last year I was the one live streaming from it almost the entire time.
Okay. I can't remember what night it was, but I was captaining one night. It was one of the 1 a.m. slots.
I was probably there for that. Was there a weird guy recording on his phone?
Might have, I can't remember. I was
like with a headset and stuff.
I can't remember. I was too busy trying to control a drunk helmsman.
Yeah. Well, I'll be there this year.
Okay, then I shall see you this year.
I'll have my purple Twitch shirt on. Either that or I'll be in cosplay and you will not recognize me, I guarantee it.
Well, given I don't know what you look like anyway, that's kind of a moot point.
You gotta watch his stream.
I'll either be a guy with a purple Twitch shirt with a wolf logo on it, or I'll be a girl with white hair.
Alrighty then.
I pull off the cosplay pretty well.
But yeah, if they're going to be skipping years at Artemis Armada, probably going to be going the next one. If they're going to be having 2 years from now, I'll probably be going to that one instead.
In fact, no, I do know what you look like. I've watched your stream.
Aha!
Except I probably won't recognize you, because I'm guessing you won't have the that headset on.
I will not have the headset on, no. But I will have my purple Twitch shirt on.
There was someone else streaming when I was there, but he was an ex-TSN player who played a couple years ago.
That was actually me.
Wait, was it you?
Yeah, I decided to start from scratch this year. Different specializations and stuff.
I think you can switch them across.
Okay, in that case, we have definitely already met then.
Cool. No, I decided to just start fresh. I had not played him for frickin' ever.
Okay, in that case, if you remember speaking to a Scottish person, that was me.
Cool. I spoke to a lot of people. Sorry. Hard to get particulars.
But how many Scottish people did you speak to?
I don't know. I stopped counting after like 10.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't know.
Wait, is this in the U.S.?
Yes, it's in Atlanta every year.
Best convention ever.
I wish I still lived in Tennessee because I would absolutely make that run.
Dragon Con is like Mardi Gras for geeks.
Well, what do they substitute for the beads?
What are they called? The
Memory
loot
chip?
bags, the swag packs.
Oh, okay.
Swag bags. Swag bags.
Everyone just wanders around getting random drinks of pie and alcoholic jelly and stuff like that.
Sorry, random drinks of pie. Did I hear that right?
Okay,
Sounds
yeah.
delicious.
In America, they have alcoholic drinks that taste like dessert. So if someone says this is apple pie, it is an alcoholic drink that tastes like the dessert apple pie.
Got it.
Cool.
Yes, and
As
what is it?
American as apple pie.
Yes, and what is it?
And they are
Smoky.
exceptionally dangerous to drink.
Oh yeah, the Smoky Mountain moonshine does apple pie.
Oh, moonshine all over the damn place.
And for those who are overseas, if you are not aware, moonshine can literally run a damn car. Probably even power a jet.
If you want to make your way down to briefing room 1.
Understood.
Go.
Okay.
We're asked to engage the Kralian, the hegemony incursion so strongly and prevent them from reaching any of the bases in the quarantine area, is that we're receiving reports from Commodore Collier's staff that the disease is mutating. Shortly after the crews of the vessels from Forward Command started taking control of the stations, the symptoms encountered got significantly worse, and the infection rate is also increasing. So whatever it is now acting in a very aggressive manner. We need to get this into the hands of competent researchers with the very finest equipment we can muster.
All right. This is going to be a priority 1, moving into the Atlantis system as soon as possible. All right, let's get everyone to ships. Captain Jamal, you have the responsibility for the samples.
Wonderful, thanks.
Don't lose your ship.
Or lose containment for that matter.
Okay, duty officer, let's get going.
All officers, return to ships.
Who are we missing?
Play. Is Viper running with 3 today?
No, Matsian's going to be back on there. We've lost a couple of people, so we're back down to 2 5s and a 4. It's one of these shifts where every time the whoever's in CIC changes, I've got to move someone from one ship to another. Station check, helm.
I'm ready and standing by.
Weapons is ready, engineering.
Ready to heat things up.
Psychoms and shuttle.
Currently disconnected from server. Which I think might actually be this. Yep, I'll be there.
Okay, excellent. Captain, the ship is ready.
Copy. Lancer Saber reporting ready. Excuse me.
I'm slightly curious as to you if you prefer engineering or science and comms.
Each has their merit. I think I'll err on the side of engineering just so you have something to point and laugh at.
I'm gonna get a drink I should have got earlier.
No drink for you.
No, no
Back
drink
in a
for
moment,
you.
not like. And you've all gone silent. What have I knocked out?
Sounds like an excuse. Quick, shout me
There we
something.
go.
Haha, you fool. Oh.
And now I can hear you again. Anyway, I'm back in like a minute. It's not like lacking a PsyCom officer is a vital problem.
Those early scannings. Who will do the scannings?
Not the scannings!
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, the other 2 ships or anyone secondary couldn't do it.
Secondary? What secondary?
What's secondary?
Secondary? What is this?
Yeah, I only have one screen.
Helmsman's one screen? What madness is this?
Madness is this.
The fact that I'm playing on a laptop.
TSN Viper stands ready to strike.
I I don't actually know how to hook up a monitor to my laptop.
Once upon a time, I rocked 4 screens just for Artemis. Just so I
Nice.
could see everything. 3 of them were touchscreens. Just so I could see everything.
Have eyes in the back of your head, yes?
Yes.
I hope Xavier realizes that his Okay, when did Naima disappear? Because I didn't see Naima disappear.
The channel commander sounds like it was just shortly ago. Words are not working. Anyone got positive connection and a reconnection? Nope.
Negative. Oh yeah, for those that don't have channel commanders, the server crashed.
I return with drink and stuff to munch on. I see we're at the menu. Clearly, because I was gone so long, you've completed the mission and successfully finished it all.
No,
Yes.
better. The server crashed.
And server is back up.
Ooh, what's happened here?
That's odd.
That's
Hermes-
the first time I've ever seen that. Let's see if Hermes is running properly.
Doesn't look like it.
No, Hermes is running. Configure the ships like you normally would, and it'll be done. You know, it's just a startup error. I'm surprised that's possible, but
With user error, anything is possible.
Horizon? This is not the Horizon.
Force of habit, I'm sure.
You can type in you can type in Hermes version like that, and that'll show whether it's connected correctly.
Okay, let's just make it work right.
Tut. Tut. Tut.
What's the shuttle name again?
You don't need to do the shuttle. The script does that.
TSM
Okay.
Pokemon.
And a nice kind of blue color would be nice.
I have some sort of crunchy cheese snack thing in my hand that I've never tried before.
Cheetos.
They're labelled cheese balls. I
Close
bet
enough.
there's some.
Are you trying to tell me you've never had cheese balls?
I've never seen them before.
Sheltered life.
I'd be completely unsurprised if I discovered they're horrible, or they might be quite nice.
Would you like Watsits?
I don't think I've had them either.
What type of life have you living if you've never had Watsits?
You're in the UK. Everyone has Watsits.
It's like a prerequisite to being 12. You've between the ages of let's go back
Yes,
further.
Viper Systems
Prerequisite of being 4. You eat. The only thing you want to eat is Watsits.
Being an American, I have never seen or heard of such a thing, except for
A
in a
Watsit's
book
very
with a
much
great,
like a
terrible
Cheeto.
Watsit.
Yes, and Saber is red. Viper is green, and we are very light shaded blue.
Yeah. Watsits are essentially the original Cheeto. Cheetos copied Watsits, totally.
Helm for Weapon Saber.
Warming up with Saber. Viper's probably going to nuzzle up to their arse again.
So I'm struggling to comprehend command with Barry's lack of what's it consumption. See, this brings on a new game. What else has Starry not had?
Starry has never seen Star Wars.
Fuck off.
He has never seen Star Wars.
You've never... Get off this bridge now. Go. Get off. Away with you. How can you... What?
You say that. Yeah, part of me feels tempted to literally just jump off the bridge. I corrected myself. I'll think about it. I think I saw Phantom Menace in cinema as a kid.
You have not seen Star Wars.
All ships, this is CIC. We're having some problems seeing what's going on in the waypoint 60 sector. So please, once you jump through, come to a stop whilst we can piggyback our systems off yours and see what's going on further ahead before we authorise you to continue. Thank you.
It helps. I haven't had Cheetos before.
Well, have you had some other sort of cheesy
Lancer, this is
corn-based
comms
snack?
check, please.
Not really.
This also is a thing that has to be remedied.
I think I might have tried similar-ish sort of things once or twice.
You've at least seen Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
Lancer, this is
not the
Viper
original
comms check,
series.
please.
Reading you loud and clear, Viper.
Not the original
Thank you.
series. I saw all of the Next Generation as a kid and again relatively recently. Did so for Voyager, Next Gen, Enterprise. Well, Enterprise. Was I a kid then? I can't think when it was broadcast.
What age are you?
32, why?
Was I a kid then? You make it sound like you're fucking 12.
I can't... When was Enterprise broadcast?
Wasn't that long ago.
Enterprise was 2004, I think.
God, I feel
Somewhere in the aughties.
I mean... No, 16. No, not a kid. When I was 10, 11, whatever, Sky always had the two different series of Stargate or Star Trek cycling around on the primetime viewing slot.
You've seen Stargate as well?
Oh yeah.
So you've seen 2 out of 3 star-based franchises.
I watched quite a bit of sci-fi with Mum when I was young.
Babylon?
Yeah. Annoyingly, I missed that on the first time it was being broadcast because they've really screwed up when it was being broadcast here. You know, it's being shown at like 2, 3 a.m. I had it recommended when...
Command Division have completed the jump into waypoint 60. We're holding position by Crescenda Gate.
I had it recommended back when it was... I think it was when it was first being broadcast. You know, it would have been...
remain formed up with TSN Saber.
It would have been one of the later series. But I think I missed it then, but I watched it later on.
Yeah, the way it was scheduled, I ended up missing the whole of Sinclair's bit and went straight in for Sheridan.
Interestingly, I got it recommended from a board game place because I was interested in some games. I think it's Stellar Conquest. God, I can't remember. But I hadn't heard of it before that.
So you've never had what's it?
A Fredo bar.
That's confirmed, Command and Control. We're proceeding with extreme caution.
But he's not had a Fredo bar.
All ships maintain a tight formation on TSN Saber.
What bar?
Saber, this is Viper. We heard your acknowledgement of CIC, but did not hear CIC's side of that conversation.
Confirmed TSN Viper. Instructions from CIC are to proceed with maximum caution. They're not able to get any readings in this current area, so they're unsure of what may be going on.
Target.
Oh, got it. I was just putting away the cheese balls, which is a bit disappointing.
You had Fredos before?
Don't think I even heard of them.
What? It's the
Freddo,
definition of the 10p chocolate bar.
1 brick, 2 bricks.
Command, we've
we're in
managed to
tight
pick up
formation with the
signatures from
Saber.
2 pirate vessels in this area. They seem to be barring our way at the moment.
Just to confirm, are we holding antidote or are we holding hazardous material?
This is 2nd Fleet 4th Light Division 2 pirates in this area. You are to change course immediately to allow us to pass, otherwise we'll be forced to engage.
Clay.
Yeah.
Is it hazardous goods that we're holding on to?
I kind of missed it. I caught the bit that we have something important, but I didn't catch what it was.
I can't remember if it's important good or important bad. That's kind of bad that I can't remember that.
We were transporting it somewhere good. I don't know if we're transporting bad things to somewhere good.
I have a horrible feeling it's transporting bad.
Whatever it is, we're not to blow up.
Which, unfortunately, if it was good or bad, would kind of apply.
Fleet, this is CIC. It would appear that this sector has been declared a no-go zone. We're not quite sure who by as yet. I'm looking into it, but it would appear that these ships are here to stop you from proceeding any further. Presumably, it's something to do with the quarantine situation that we have elsewhere. Proceed with caution.
Starry, did you never get a Cadbury's selection box growing up?
Curly Whirly.
Maybe. Mum's talked about liking curly whirlies. I'm not sure I've seen or had them.
You've not. Oh my god.
Who doesn't have a Cadbury's selection box at Christmas?
We mean this severe judging this in the nicest possible way.
But seriously.
That's not the sort of thing that we had around. Oh, targets.
There goes my main screen.
And we are throwing more caution and driving right past the people here to ward us off.
I think you might have broken up a little bit in there because I didn't understand a word you said there.
And it seems like we're throwing caution to the wind and blowing past the people who are here to apparently stop us from proceeding.
Fleet captains of warships, it would seem that these mercenary forces are blocking our path. They are actively stopping us from being able to transition into the Atlantis system, therefore we're going to move to engage. TSN Lancer, ensure that you are not taking any excessive damage to ensure that containment is not breached aboard your ship.
Okay, so containment, so there's something bad.
Yeah, we've got bad. So let's try and do most of our engaging at range.
TSN Viper, move to engage Bravo 08.
So let's try and use as much fuel collection as we can. And
TSN Lancer, you're with TSN Saber, remain in formation. Focus fire with TSN Saber.
Or not. Just follow Saber and try not to blow up.
Yes, Captain.
Would you like full evasive?
We've been ordered to focus fire, so shoot things with the Saber.
2 Artemis class against one of these things isn't going to last long.
A longbow pointing the wrong way.
Yeah, it's bugged on the edge of the sector.
It's so trying to run away. You're so not getting to run away.
Viper form up on Saber, helm.
I was going to Google something and for the life of me I can't think what it was.
A picture of a Fredo bar.
No. I'm well aware of a Fredo bar.
No, but Starry's not.
I googled it.
Prepare to transition.
There was a ship in Echo 5 at one point.
I bet you've never seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
What?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a film.
I've not seen many films.
Excuse me?
I don't really enjoy them that much. Oh, on that.
All ships. Formation is Charlie. Focus fire with TS and Saber.
Shields are up.
Fighters.
Keep us back a bit. I'll try and shoot the fighters. Yeah, back us off a bit. Just keep us in full reverse.
The mothership has been destroyed, so they're going to be chasing us.
Turned out to be.
Are we taking damage through the shield?
You have been on board a hot ship before.
You're blowing out our shield nodes.
Yes.
You don't need to do that. It's only a few fighters.
Why would you blow out
but-
our shield nodes?
You have to remember that when I took the engineering exam, I was basically told I'm not running systems hot enough. So clearly, this is a good practice.
Clearly it's not.
Take it up with the exams.
Yes. Not running hot enough is not the same as run a nuclear reactor without proper cooling.
Yeah.
Stop breaking my ship.
Our shields would have fallen by now if I wasn't doing that.
This might say something. I think you're running it too hot. But I know that apparently, according to the exams, I don't run things hot enough.
Alright, let's go to fuel collectors so that we can get a bit of energy back.
I do have something I so need to show Aramond when he's actually about and I get a chance on his ship.
You know he's going to do the stereotypical arm and sigh if you do that.
I'm hoping that the surprise might overwhelm that.
All ships form on Saber.
That's just going to make him do a bigger sigh.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing.
Saber decides which way. No.
It's like having an Allard again.
I know very little of Allard.
Good. Keep it that way. You won't have a bad example to learn from.
Confirm, come on.
Right, Hal, follow up and say what?
Was Allard also legendarily hot in running and engineering?
No, he's like your equivalent on Helm.
He was legendarily mischievous.
In which case, once again, I think you've confused me with Yui here. You're looking for a mischievous person, look at Yui.
I suppose you just kind of vocalize mischievous ideas and don't actually act on them.
Whereas you just do them.
I do them without saying anything, yes.
There's a dramatic difference I've noticed when you're not on weapons. For some reason, friendlies aren't targeted.
Hey, I'm training the next generation of friendly targeters.
Dear Mother of God, what have you done?
And this is why I love the Horizon.
See, Jamel, just be glad that you've got me as your weapons officer.
Jeez.
Yes, if it was Wilcon here, we'd always have a target lock like a good weapons officer would.
No, I think you've got good and bad very much mixed up.
Viper drop back behind Lancer just in case that Scarron comes through. Lancer take up a central position between Viper and Saber.
My secondary just crashed.
Copping up, taking up the filling in the sandwich position. Sit between the other two ships. We are the sandwich.
Ham or turkey?
For ham, I think. Though, if it's a sandwich and it's not got cheese, it's just not a sandwich to me.
Prefer ham either way.
TSN Saber, it would appear that not only are there some forces awaiting you, they've also found a way to block our sensors from working, and I'm not sure that we're going to be able to get through to the gate at present either. I'll keep working on it.
Secondary backup.
All ships are going to move into a Bravo 3 in the nebula. That should give us some cover.
This is Viper. Note that we have a cloaked Skarayan close by. She's right on top of us.
Why did Scarrans start becoming Scarians rather than Scarrans? Hard-about or
That's a
runabout?
direct hit to our warp drive.
Run away.
That was cheeky.
On her.
Cloak and tractor.
Through our shields as well. That's very cheeky.
Our shields were down.
Our shields were down. I thought we were clear of them. Wait a minute, has he got one of those stupidly long beams?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's why I thought we were clear.
Saber, what are you doing?
TSN Lancer, stand by. We're going to go with formation Charlie. Saber's going to lead with EMP.
Really?
Which one's Charlie?
Acknowledged. Delta 2.
Charlie's beams.
I don't want to go in there. There's Targoths in there.
That's nice.
And they only have partial tango.
Wait for their EMP impact.
Keep backing us up. That's it. Split them up.
Not seeing EMP. And they only have partial.
They said they were going to lead with an EMP. There it is.
All ships, as soon as it hits, let's go with formation Charlie.
Charlie, Delta 2 maneuver room, hotel fleet, closest to Scarians.
Primary targets are Corellians.
Ah!
That's EMP contact.
Let's go. Bring the pew pew.
Bang bang.
Surrender never. Next frequency Charlie.
I don't like when ships do what Saber just did because you totally expect a mine to come out of them as they pass through.
Yeah, I was like, what are they doing?
Hotel 76, Delta 2.
Something.
Alpha.
It's probably a probe.
They've got a goom on weapons. Who knows what's going to happen?
Oh, it's probably ordnance then.
If we start taking any damage,
If
I'm
the
getting out
Torgoths
of-
engage us, run away.
Yeah.
Please don't be heavy. Please don't be heavy. Please don't be heavy.
Look, there was a P-Shock.
It's like, we're here, we're dealing with it. Why have you got to
Echo.
stretch out like that? Right, focus fire on hotel.
They're all hotel.
Already on it.
Closest hotel.
I'm shooting them.
Scarran coming in at Alpha 2 Mark 9. Prepare to be ambushed.
Preparing to be ambushed.
Surrender. I think I might have got every surrender this.
Load a single mine.
Loading single mine.
When
Lancer, Viper, Saber, Lucas. Lancer, Viper, we have Tango.
When this
Saber, this is CIC. I have confirmed through political channels that the governor of the sector in Atlantis, rather the governor of Atlantis, has declared that is a quarantine zone, and no ships may enter or leave. It would appear that these are indeed
Golf 2-8.
elements he's hired to enforce that. I'm not sure how
My
we're going to
target,
get
Golf
through,
2-8.
but I'm working on it.
Alright, mine is ready.
So the mine is for Fox 8-8. When it comes for us, I want us engaging Golf 2-8.
I see Fox 8-8 now.
They're on Viper.
No, not
Lancer, we're going to switch to formation.
And we're just
Kappa.
bumbling
Jason
around
Saber's
now.
currently got Tango. Lancer, you're clear to use heavy ordnance on Golf
Right,
Group.
push out 5k,
Viper,
hard
finish
about
off
target
that,
drones.
Scout.
Load a second mine. Hard about.
Second mine.
Clip the drones. Right. Echo 2 maneuver through the remaining fleet.
Ready?
Drop.
Dropped.
This is Viper. Our energy situation is red.
Hard about.
Heard about.
Pirate drones, pirate fighters launched.
Stay away from the fighters. Load nuke.
Lancer, we're going to switch. Jason Saber's going to do an echo run.
Acknowledged.
What's your energy like,
loading.
Lancer?
34%.
Top end of amber.
Confirmed. Lancer, can you take out that pirate?
Acknowledged. What do we put in the tubes?
One nuke.
Do those fighters go bingo ever? Do they just stay out?
They do go bingo if the thing survives. And
The thing
ship
did
is
not
gone.
survive.
That's just ruined everything, isn't it?
Yep, Saber just.
Mine, Lancer, we
screwed
managed to
everything
hit the pirate.
Mine,
Lancer, can you
please, for the
mine
remaining.
the enemy forces, Group Bravo 2?
Let's take the nuke for Golf 2-8.
Oh, I just unloaded the nuke.
Sorry.
300 tubes.
Becoming green.
Alright, do you want the 2 nines?
Yeah. Drop one.
Hang on, mines are loading.
Oh, don't stop.
Ready?
Doesn't matter. Drop one.
Lancer, looks like we've still got Tango.
Drop one. Good to drop.
Hard about.
Heard about.
Saber, we've got a mine in the tube, if you want to make use of it. Right, get in there and put a mine on those.
Saber's still
Play that.
there.
Right, go and engage Tango 6-6.
All ships, Saber,
Tango
Mayday,
6-6.
Mayday.
Tango
Target.
6-6.
Get us in, get us
Move in there. Go. Hit Tango
Mayday.
6-6.
Saber is going down. Mayday,
6-6,
Mayday.
you got 'em.
6-6.
6-6 Bravo.
Converting torps to energy.
These beams don't get any hotter. System's falling.
Keep us back a little bit. I need to get the guys'
Saber's
weapons.
going down. Mayday, Mayday.
Tango is disabled.
Saber is down.
Push through.
We're next target.
We're taking hits.
Right, push through the Torgos, put the mine on it.
Ready?
Drop.
Mine is out. Tubes are empty.
Peak tubes, put P-Shock. I want a P-Shock for Sierra. Sierra's too far away. Hard about, let's just kill off Golf 2-8.
Golf 2-8, aye. One P-Shock ready, other tube empty.
Send.
Was that a send?
Send.
Fired.
Fizzle on aft shields.
Negative.
Ah, he's just put his shield back up. Right, continue Delta 2.
Reloading P-Shock.
Convert 3 energy.
Converted 3, 1 left.
Front shield's weaker.
P-Shock
Aft
ready.
shields, forward shields down.
Send.
It's out. Destroyed.
Right, take us Bravo 2 Mark 3.
Sorry,
and
Viper
then fuel
is
collectors.
out of homing torpedoes and at 17% energy. We can deploy heavy ordnance though.
Copy that. Just get yourself up on
Lancer,
energy.
move to Viper's position and refuel.
Repeat last.
Move to Viper's position and put fuel collectors on.
Acknowledged en route. Move
TSN
to.
Saber has taken major damage. We'll try to repair it as best we can.
How about shoot those 2 drones, then move to Viper. Right, move to Viper, then back to fuel collectors.
Got a bit overzealous there.
So I think that's Saber down twice this week.
Twice today.
Twice today.
Well, okay, if you want to be like that, twice in 3.5 hours.
Better.
Don't catch Lance. I'm blowing up like
All
that.
ships, we're gradually getting our systems back online. We took major damage, but emergency shutdown procedures came into play.
Quick consideration on the Saber Mayday. We may have been better suited switching from target to target, knocking out beam nodes.
To be honest, I think what we should have done is just taunted Tango 6 from a distance to see if we could pull aggro rather than the passive aggro they probably had.
I was getting hard hits on them, they weren't even taking that.
Yeah, but we're all quite close, so I can't see passive really changing. But if you've got a hard tango, they might have changed target.
The shot should have got hard tango if it was possible to get.
Saber Viper is green and green, still increasing energy.
If you're shooting them, it's still soft. It's only hard once you've taunted them.
81% energy. Begin conversions of batteries.
Oh, look, bad guys.
Lancer, Viper, can you engage the enemies closing in on our position?
Focus fire with Viper and Victor 5-8. Delta 2. See if you can raise on the plane and shoot on the same side as Viper.
Working on it.
Lots of specials, nothing important.
Getting hits, forward section.
Good job.
Keep us back a little bit to help.
That's fine.
We have
Lancer,
5.
Viper, we have enemy group uniform. Move to engage. Viper, you have lead.
How rude.
We're at 5 torpedoes, 75% energy.
Follow Viper's lead.
Formation Charlie.
Acknowledged. Let Viper go first and then we go in after. Let them
Engaging.
stay in front of us slightly.
Our shields are low, no more patty cake. We're going to use heavy ordnance on the remainder.
In Charlie just now.
Sorry.
Back off, Lancer.
We can get this one if you get the 2 at the rear.
TSN Viper will come into join you now. Reading formation Charlie.
Shields were down.
Back to fuel collectors. Back us up.
Back us up.
Use heavies,
They're
back us
gonna
up.
use
Lance,
heavies,
can you
back,
break
back,
off
back.
with the scouting grid Bravo 2 Mark 9 and Charlie 2 Mark 3?
Was that an order or a statement?
I think that was an order for us to scout.
Oh, hey, look. We found something.
Sorry, Saber, I missed your last transmission.
Lancer, break off and scout Bravo 2 Mark 9 and Charlie 2 Mark 3.
Acknowledged.
9 Mark 3, aye.
Counting. Doesn't mean shoot everything we pass.
Also, sorry for the accusation, Yui. It's sort of a gut reflex whenever a friendly is targeted now.
Hey, I'm the one providing power to the weapon system. They can't target anything unless I've got the targeting systems online.
They could try. Oh, that's a try.
Nancy, you're clear to engage Golf 06. Currently in grid Bravo 2 Mark 4.
Part about. Move to Bravo 4, Bravo 2 Mark 4.
Drone ahead.
Targeted.
Is of no consequence.
Bravo 2 Mark.
What was that behind us?
A Torg of Goliath.
Joy.
Get out of Golf 06 rear end. Let's have a Delta 2.
Alpha.
These Artemis classes
We do
are so
indeed.
slow.
Full complement.
Going to manual beams. Engaging.
Copy that.
Not so close, not so close.
Is being very erratic with how it's moving.
He's dead. Nice power to the beams there. I almost thought I was in the real Lancer.
Tism.
Lancer Saber target destroyed. Requesting further orders.
Lads, we've got additional forces. Looks like in grid Charlie 2. Can you investigate?
Acknowledged. Investigating Charlie 2.
We're in FCS. Would be advantageous to acquire more energy.
Turn us without breaking FCS before moving to scouting F. Charlie 2. My brain's really not working with my mouth now.
I am currently moving to Charlie 2.
Yeah, let's go.
We're up to 90%, 5 torpedoes.
This is interesting. The fighter has glitched out as an Artemis class, but they don't appear in the comms list.
Generate bad. There you go.
Let's go forth.
David, we're available for an Echo, a Kilo Echo 1 if you
Let's
want.
go. We're sitting still. Forward.
Hello, there's
No,
Mr.
actually,
Goliath.
we're at FCS speed.
Yes.
We were en route to Charlie 2.
Full stop. What's in the tubes?
Tubes are currently empty. Waiting
Nancy,
orders.
you're clear to engage Golf 6 down.
Copy, copy. One nuke, one P-shock.
We're entering visual range.
Nuke shock loading.
And when ready.
Ordnance fired.
Dum, 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 dum. Oosh. Right, proceed to Charlie 2.
I think that was the lone contact in Charlie 2.
It was.
Well, last time we see how he was top, so I don't know if there's anything bottom to the nebula.
Lance,
think
make
that
your way
all went
towards the
into Charlie
Atlantis
1.
Gate, see what the situation's like down there.
Dum, dum, dum. Copy that, making way.
I thought we were the one that weren't supposed to take risks.
Yeah.
We're not taking a risk as long as we remain at maximum warp.
We are doing the age-old
Maximum
advanced
warp.
ambush.
Is the fleet captain forgetting that we're not in the real Lancer?
I think so.
We're in the pretend Lancer.
If we get attacked, permission to run to Echo 5 Mark 9?
Depends. Depends what we get attacked by.
Manual scans aren't picking up anything. Oh, there we go.
Scouting pass.
Quite a few drones.
Oh, that's a big fleet.
Right, I want scouting pass of everything
Oh,
here.
look at that big. That's a station.
weapons platform?
That's 2 weapons platforms.
Viper's red on energy.
Right, take us up.
And
Once we're down here,
I'm
take
going
us
to
up
put money on
towards
there
Echo.
being a
Lancer,
third.
see if you can take out those fighters with mines.
Don't wanna. Take us up towards Echo 3.3.
I think that has to be another defense
What is
platform.
this? There's more.
I know. Load more mines. Load all the mines.
We only have 2 mines. Loading both.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Mines are ready.
Keep going. No, I didn't say do anything else, Helm. Keep going. You keep going in your previous orders.
Would be a perfect time for a mine.
Yes, actually, no, it's not, because we've got 2 clumps. So you go back to scouting, Helm, and we'll worry about the fighters in a minute. Where did I tell you to go?
You put me at
Yeah, exactly.
3 Mark 3.
Mm-hmm. Right, now that we're here, circle the fighters until they're in one clump. Oh, look, more fighters. Wonderful.
fresh launch.
This is a fucking great idea.
Hey, look, another station.
Yeah, this is why we're scouting.
Ow.
Don't
I don't want to be hit by fighters.
Call them
Oh,
melee.
shit stuff.
Mayday.
Mayday. Shields down, warp done. All the impulse, 300%, but we're fucked.
They're going bingo mostly. There's still the 4 fighters from the 1 station. And the carrier.
We're dead.
Mayday. We have no warp.
Viper, see if you can help Lancer.
Drop mine.
Drop mine.
They took out all of our shields and our entire propulsion network in one volley.
There were 10 fighters in that group.
Yeah, that was you don't kill the Lancer, Lancer kills the Lancer maneuver.
And I actually think we probably got Viper in that mine.
Wonderful.
Mission accomplished.
Pretty much.
And something around there had tractor.
No.
No, you just dropped to impulse
Saying
right in front
that,
of a
was
fleet.
there a pirate fighter?
There were
Pirate
pirate
fighters no
release
longer
war.
have secondary abilities.
There were pirate
I did
fighters,
not
but as
release
you
war.
said,
Right, okay.
The
I
pirate
did
fighters
not
were
release
out of
war.
range for any specials.
That's fine.
they wouldn't have had specials in the first place anymore.
Because they've been
I
taken
did
away.
not release warp.
I actually
We
missed
still
the...
had warp nodules when I went to warp 4 to try to get away. We did not have warp. I was continually pressing warp.
Lancer is back.
Were you perhaps in reverse?
No, I was not in reverse because I was going at warp 1 previously. I was nowhere near my reverse key.
Okay, Wilcon, for future reference, when we've got a big clump of fighters like that on us, more space.
Space, the final frontier.
Okay, and
so
now we
GM
get
is
the damage.
re-damaging a bunch of our systems. We have no beams, no impulse, no warp.
Damcoms to propulsion systems, please. Right, we've got some impulse, so reverse thrust, boost it without cooking it, and let's reverse ourselves away from these weapon platforms.
So this is CIC. We've uncovered one of the 2 installations that's helping with the sensor block. It's done at Echo 5 Mark 9. It may have enough facilities that if you can capture it, you'll be able to refuel and rearm there.
With
We
that
have
slow, I
minimal
can't actually
impulse.
tell if we're moving or not. Are we moving?
Minimal impulse.
Okay. Is it boosted?
TSM Lancer, what's your status
P1.
at the moment?
Energy system, propulsion system's completely wiped out. Currently in early stages of repairs. Primary beam system also wiped out, early stage of repair.
Yes, and Lancer. Status fucked.
Is that a technical term?
We have 50% warp.
Yes, at this point, it is a technical term.
And sort of say where we're now
Fully restored.
movable if you want us to go and retake a base with Marine teams.
TSN wants to see if you can move into Good Echo 5 Mark 9, take that base Bravo 72.
Acknowledged. Right, let's go see what's in Echo 5. There will be surprises. Make our shuttle ready for Marine teams.
On it.
No, with the fact that we are allegedly holding hazardous materials.
Oh dear mother of God. Can we double check that's still in one piece?
I don't think anyone wants to go into the cargo bay. And
Lancer, this is CIC.
Go ahead, CIC.
It would appear that base is pretty lightly armoured and lightly defended. It's just a quick stopgap they've set up. So I don't see much in the way of defences there. And I would imagine one team of Marines from the size of it should be able to deal with what's on board.
No, it's
scanner
CIC.
range.
Right, move us in a little quicker. Should have warp.
why am I not reassured by that?
No, it's just like I smell a trap. Well, what do we do now? Spring the trap.
On the ship with a hazardous material.
Yeah. Which we've just been given the old bit shaken not stirred treatment, so can we double check the confinement on
Hey, look, something.
What is that?
The USFP patrol boat.
What's our beam status?
75%.
He's only got 8 shields. Shoot him in the face.
Pew pew.
Do you want me to go after the rendezvous point?
Yeah,
while you do
launch.
that?
What's okay?
I'm not seeing much. There we go.
Yeah, we hadn't gone into weapons range yet.
Bingo torpedoes, energy red.
Now it's Viper's time to die.
Take that. That makes a full set.
Yep.
Precious, you're clear to shoot because our shields are taking ages to kill this guy. There we go. Right, dock up. Fuel collectors.
There's a sensor relay which spawned in as friendly and then changed to hostile. I believe.
Confirmed.
All ships, as expected, that station was lightly armoured, lightly defended, and the Marines have taken it over relatively easily. It's now available for your use. I'm not sure what levels of ordnance it will have available.
Fancy clear to dock up at Bravo 72.
Don't wanna.
On our way.
Comms, make sure it's got all the big boom booms being made.
It's got a lot of big boom booms. For a biobase, it's got a lot of bombs.
Right, let's go and get some boom booms off it before anyone else comes and steals them.
There are only 2 nukes.
My warp power cut out for a short period there.
On this occasion,
No, I
I
was
shut it
not
off
in
for
reverse.
cooling.
Yeah, I was about to say I'll put money on it being used fault. I mean, used doing something. For fault. Yeah, same thing.
Ooh, I haven't seen that style of base before.
It is uncommon.
Quick, Doc! Viper's coming to steal our boom booms.
Lance,
Yeah,
could
we're
you
docked.
destroy that relay, Delta 90?
Copy that, confirming you want Delta 90 destroyed.
We got all the boom booms. Fully stocked.
Kill Delta 90.
And Doc.
Delta 90 is in.
It's that red thing that's right next to the edge of the map.
Alpha 5 Mark 3?
No,
It's
0.
right next to us.
Heading 060. Range 1.7 kilometers.
Captain's target.
Say the TSM Viper is fully resupplied, moving to assist you.
We're not killed
You're
this
at
yet.
Break, Doc.
60.
Right there, that's it. Right in front of us. We go pew pew.
Have we poked it with lasers yet?
Yes, we are. Its shields are still up. Boost beams, please.
Don't cook them.
He's cooking
Are we
them.
clear to deploy heavy ordnance, Saber?
No.
Boom.
Understood.
But yeah, seeing as we are the ones carrying hazardous materials, I don't think it
Lancer,
would be a
move
good idea
to
for us to be.
formation with TS and Saber.
Copy. Move to Saber's location.
Saber's location.
Yeah.
Direction 285.
Maximum warp.
You can go faster than warp 1.
Standing down from maximum warp.
Take us in. We need to go pew pew. Well, we didn't get to pew pew.
Lancer, move to spot Viper. All heavy ordnance on Alpha 8 for the relay in that corner.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Copy.
Fighters just launched on Viper. They're going to be in deep trouble in about 5 seconds.
Does this work?
Yes.
Yes.
Huzzah!
Welcome
Lancer
back.
Viper, we're being sent to you. Where do you want us?
Fighters ahead.
Stay away from those stinky little fires. Load a nuke and go nuke Alpha 8-4.
That's right in the corners. We've got to go right
Lancer,
past
we
all
have
these guys.
Tango. The buoy is at the center of the platform is open.
Yeah.
Welcome, just fly right past them.
You have enhanced maneuver and warp.
Okay, keep us back.
Hold.
Nuke
Yep.
out. Back off, back off, back off, back off!
Run away!
We got away. We just got away with that.
Yeah.
Stand by, Saber. Let me just make some last minute checks so that nothing goes wrong as you jump.
Full stop.
All ships fall back to Atlantis Gate.
Atlantis Gate, bearing 067. Go.
Saber, everything looks good. You should be clear to engage the gate as per usual. Someone had done a really good job, hack job on that.
So tired.
We're through, Command. All ships were going to shift to automated system while traveling through Atlantis. You can start to debrief your crews.
I think the only snafu we really had was letting them get up on us, letting them fighters get up on us. Otherwise, we were doing alright. Pardon me. Can't think any other comments.
No other comments from me. Well, although kudos to Yui for making me think I had Lancer's beams.
It helps when when they're not volley firing. They're alternating, and then 300 and in manual. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also why I had the accidental friendly target for a second of Viper, because I was rapidly clicking him in manual fire. Suddenly, target goes boom, Viper flies in front. It's like, whoop, that's Viper.
Yep. Happens to me all the time.
Of course it does.
Hold on a second, I gotta find my horn so I can toot it for myself. Never once fired a beam on an allied ship. Never once. Well, except in fighters and shuttles.
You have ordered the nuking of that allied ship.
Only in USN.
No, there was at least one sim here that you were commanding, and you used the center point of the nuke as an allied ship which had enough shield to survive the nuke.
Oh, I don't consider the blue ones. I shoot the blue ones all the time.
That's the definition of a tactical nuke.
My sentiments exactly. But I'd never have done that if that was Saber or Viper in there.
Didn't you have an order to nuke friendlies from Allied once?
Yes, but
Did
that
you do
was
that?
a direct order. That didn't come from me. I'm a cog in a wheel. What? I'm a cog in a machine.
I like that. I think I found multiple exceptions to your comment earlier.
I accidentally nuked Saber once with Hall in command. That was entertaining.
That's alright though, because you can easily blame that on Hall.
I actually could directly blame it on Hall because he decided to ignore our call of we're doing an Omega 3. I fire the Omega 3 and here's Hall coming flying in.
Viper's
I was
crew
on
is
the ship for
debriefed
that.
and available.
Notably, I haven't seen Hall around for a long time. He's supposed to be assigned to Saber, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is Saber's assigned helmsman.
We're going to the galley at some mission briefing room at some point.
Whenever the captain decides it's time to.
I'm just waiting to hear our fate, because it just asked if we were being put in a...
Yeah, I heard that too.
I'm expecting another iteration of nope, don't feel like it.
I'm trying to figure out where everyone's going. Just go to the mission briefing room? Right, let's all go to the mission briefing room.
Okay, let's all.
They've abandoned us to the command and control deck. What are we gonna do?
fire to the bulkheads.
Wow. Don't
Does
get all choked
aluminium
up about it.
burn?
Who was commanding Lancer?
Janelle.
Me?
I would figure they were going to ask you, did the sample stay intact?
Well, we half expected either to be asked or to be told.
Oh, I see.
I think that's what they're deciding on command and control deck.
Yeah, in the meantime, I think I'm going to put on my spacesuit. Captain Jamel, I would appreciate it if you would stay away from me.
Where did you... Where are you?
This is why you don't have highly valuable or dangerous assets thrown into scouting missions.
Yes. But in the meantime, all crew of
Okay.
Lancer hereby draw your handkerchiefs, blow nose, and drop them somewhere.
Sorry, Jamel.
Oh no, what's the name? Hamakavula. For those of you that get the reference.
That's the Cinderella thing, right?
Hamakavula? No.
Hakuna Matata?
Hamakavula.
Bippity boppity boo.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Cinderella.
Red knobs and broomsticks.
Is it Hamakavula?
Alohomora?
Oh no. Hamakavula.
Attention on deck.
Does Temba mean fire?
Alright.
Are we all infected or are we not, sir?
Just a Lancer crew. It's fine.
But
It's,
we're in the same room as the Lancer crew now, sir.
It's a
No,
video conference.
they're in a small corner in a plastic box.
I don't think that's quite
they've been
sufficient.
liquefied and their consciousness has been uploaded into the computer.
Okay, that should do it.
Hey, immortality!
Alright.
Except I can see the walls of the box that you've thrown us into.
We need to... So we managed to get the samples through. I'm not sure, was containment breached aboard the Lancer? Or were the samples still intact? I imagine we had backups that if containment was breached, they'd just be flushed out into space immediately and not infect the crew.
What happened, sir, was when you ordered that the samples be loaded aboard Lancer, I took some extra precautions to make sure that should something happen and critical parts of the ship go down, that the samples were kept safe, and indeed they were.
Forward thinking that man.
Now, I wouldn't have done it if it was any other ship, of course, like Sabre.
Saber took heavy damage too.
It sounds like Yu is proposing that he gives us more samples. I'll let him sit down on a stool. Alright, Captain Matsu, do we have any additional information?
The in terms of the samples, no, they're checking,
User
but
disconnected from your
initial.
channel.
Yeah, the containment does not seem to have been breached. Obviously, otherwise Lancer's crew wouldn't have been allowed off. What we are continuing to hear, though, now that we've got access to the command network again, the situation in Cerberus is getting worse, and they're getting the sense that it's got worse since they contacted the military personnel that moved in to help with the quarantine. Initial reports are indicating that there's perhaps an interaction with the standard military immunization protocols, and this thing seems to have Well, it looks too deliberate to be an accidental mutation because it's happened consistently on multiple stations that it's become much more virulent. That would tend to indicate, perhaps, that this was an engineered bioweapon.
Alright, that escalates this onto a whole different scale then. And we need to feed those results back to TSN Command and await further orders.
Aye, aye.
I think for the time being, we need to remain aboard our ships as well. We know that they've not been contaminated and not be the safest place. Step foot on a base at your own peril.
Now, we know which ones have been contacted, so as far as we know, it is still limited to Cerberus 6 and 2. Oh, I stand corrected.
Like Captain Jamal. Oh dear God. Like the plague. Alright. We are gonna stand down there. Is there anything else that we need to add, senior officers?
No, the admin board seems to be clear.
Okay.
Has there been any progress from anyone working on this now bioweapon? Did we ever get that scientist that got away that one mission, Gottfried or whatever her name was, and figure out what she knew and maybe she knew about this thing and can fix it?
That's a very good point. I haven't heard any intel on Gottfried. Gottsvilder, that was the name.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye out for her.
Inquiring. All right. Gottswild.
Yep, that's what I said, Gottsvilder.
Alright. If there's nothing else to add, command and control officers, if you're about after shift, we can go over the different missions that we've run. Senior officers, if you're about after shift as well, we could look at future command and control operational systems and getting our ships back.
And I'll post Ensign Sketch's practical proficiency certificate as soon as I can after the shift.
Thank you.
Alright. Since there's nothing else, duty officer, I'll have to hand over to you.
Aye, sir. Officers of the Terran Stellar Navy, 2nd Space Fleet, 4th Light Division, you are dismissed.
Good.
Disconnected.